Let's go.
All right. I'm not going to say it.
I know you want to say it.
I want to say it, but I'm not going to because we might use it later.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say it.
True professional.
Yeah. Nothing but. Get nothing but. Might as well be on 60 Minutes. You think they're firing people?
They are. For, whatever reason.
Yeah, you know,
We might get into it.
Finally.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast on a Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026. I'm Jason Semko. With me, Brandon Bigo Gordon.
How you doing, sir?
I am well. I can't believe it's June.
We made it to June, man. Do this every time. We're just like, the time flies when you're doing podcasts.
It does. This is episode 30.
The dirty 30. And
yes.
boy, are we putting the dirty in this episode. My goodness.
You all are in for
a treat.
Yes.
You're welcome.
We're going to kind of piggyback off of last week a little bit.
A little bit.
A lot of it, actually.
A lot of it. Yeah. We're just going to crank it to 11 here.
I love it.
Yeah, the dirty 30. We got to represent. You know, you did dirty 30 once. So
yeah.
We're going to put the dirty and dirty and 30. But we'll start out clean.
Okay.
Start out pretty
Easy
clean,
enough.
right? So tell me a little bit about, well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my weekend first. Because we
hear
love to do the weekend talk,
Of course.
right? So it's official. Kids are out for summer, right? Done with the last day of school. I've got kids that are young, 6 and 4 each.
Okay.
And now it's the question of what do they do with all this spare time?
And it seems like now, the age that we are as parents, it's very difficult for you all.
It's not, yeah, you think it's just, you're just on cruise control, but no, it's like you are very quickly reminded, oh no, these guys are still completely relying on me for everything. Yeah. What am I going to do? And my wife, God bless her, she is doing all the things. I think we tracked it, and she just told you, it's like within 10 days of summer vacation, she's playing like 13 play dates.
Yes.
Just trying to burn them out and get them all this time. So, yeah, she's got to be exhausted.
That's just the play dates. That's not
just the play
taking
dates.
them to like the different sports practices, the cooking.
Nope.
Yeah. So
meals, all that stuff. He's doing swim right now. My little girl's about to start dance. So we got those activities.
Yeah.
Tennis just ended. So now I can just start really giving them those ace serves and whatnot. I know we're not talking about the French Open, but there's been a lot of craziness. Your boy Joker is done.
This was his chance. I know.
Sabalenka just lost. And did you see her quotes on the right after the post?
No.
She's like, I want to quit tennis. She's just like, I'm done.
What a sore loser.
I'm like, toughen up.
She's Cam Newton. When she's winning, all you see on social media is her dancing.
Yeah.
All it is dancing. And then she loses a match, slams her racket, has something to say about the person, and just like Cam. That's a shame.
Yeah, so, you know, and who else? Somebody else just kind of got bounced. Or Sinner. I think Sinner got bounced early.
He was a game away from advancing and lost like 6-2, 6-1.
Wow.
The final 2 sets, and he looked off.
Yeah, so, yeah, a lot of, they keep changing. What's the name of the court? Because they don't call it the French Open sometimes. What do they call it? They use, like, the court's name.
Oh, they got, like, Chatrier or, like, Longren or something.
Yeah, Longren or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, what are they talking about? That we're doing the French Open. They're like, that is the French Open. I was like, just say French Open.
The French are just so...
Ooh la la.
Yeah.
We have many names for many things.
So stuck up.
Yeah.
Put your little finger on your nose.
Well, all right. We're a lot of French hate. You know, my wife was born in France. She was born in Paris.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, she was.
Okay.
So she's got...
Well, how long did she live there, though?
I don't know, like 2 months. No, a little bit longer than that. I think she was there until she was like 2. And then they moved to the States.
So your kids could have, like, French...
Yeah, they could be dual
nationality.
citizens. I can't. So they're going to ditch me for France and I'll be stuck.
I don't know that there's that many good, like, French golfers. So for the Olympics,
yeah,
daughter,
we could do it. We could pull a what's your favorite girl's name? The one that went to China.
No, not Chloe.
Not Chloe Kim. The other one. Come on.
I'm glad I etched that on my brain.
You did. You could pull that. Just
Eileen Gu.
Ms.
That's
Gu.
who it was.
Yeah, the Goo get you. But no, yeah. So the summer's looking like it's just gonna be a lot of trying to get them outdoors. We're gonna be trying to do a lot of hikes on the weekends, and we're not gonna be those parents. And this isn't saying other than this is just how we've chosen to do it. We're not trying to throw shade at people that do, but they're not gonna be the kids that are in front of screens all summer.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be out. scraping knees, getting bug bites.
Nice.
And getting that sick farmer's tan.
Nice. Yeah. That's how it should be. I think I remember when I was growing up, I do remember watching, I did get up really early, but I would watch probably Sports Center 3 or 4 times. But then after that, it was outside.
Yeah.
It was doing something
How old
else.
were you? When is this?
I probably did that since I can remember. I don't know, probably like 8 or 9.
That says so much that at 8 or 9 you were like, I'll just watch an hour of Sports Center and then I'll go. It's like that was the apex of you becoming the sports almanac that you are now. You could be watching like Saturday morning cartoons or trash TV or even Price is Right, but you were watching Sports Center
For like the third or
9.
fourth time. Like I would just rewatch it from like 6 a.m. till I don't know, whenever my mom was probably like, get outside.
It's time to go.
Something.
Yes. Stop looking at sports and go do sports. But yeah, so we're going to, all things hopeful, we're going to continue that path and we're just going to keep them outdoors.
Nice.
And just kind of run that ragged until we can't do it no more.
Hey, I mean, it's going to have a time limit on it, so...
Yeah. But, we took Wes to, my son to swim over the weekend. That dude tans like his mama. Not like daddy, where I burn and then it turns to tan.
Yeah.
He was out there for like 2 hours and he came back like so dark. It was crazy.
Man, well, that's good then. He's not going to get the sunburn.
Yes, hopefully, knock on wood. But that was our weekend. That's what our summer kind of looks like. What about you? How was the weekend?
Weekend was kind of our normal, but I do want to say, because we've been fighting hard, my wife and I. But after about 4 weeks... we finally got our first victory as a doubles team in pickleball.
Yes. Got it in the win column.
Took long enough, but we finally got there.
How long you been doing it?
Like a month.
That's not that long.
No, it really isn't.
Especially if you're starting from scratch, you're probably playing with people that have been playing for years.
Yeah. And so, but we've had a few moments where we've come close, and I think we both have gotten, especially me, like really nervous and trying too hard and just making like stupid decisions. And
it happens.
It was one of those where we sat there and we're like, are we ever going to win? Like,
is this going to happen for us?
Yeah. And then thankfully, what actually made it better was we actually split up and played with like other people.
Oh, yeah, you did mention that.
And that actually helped out so much because I think there's pressure of playing together with each other, but then when we're with other people, you don't feel like
relaxed, a little more loose.
Yeah, and then when we kind of came back together, we kind of realized like, oh, we can play this all tense.
Yeah,
and then we won.
And it happened. First of many.
Darn right.
Yeah,
we're gonna take over that place.
Did you talk any smack after your first win?
God, no. I think we were
take that, Edith. Go back to
I know.
Go back home and watch Matlock reruns. You tool.
I know. I will say, though, it didn't take long, but I'm already playing with the big boys.
Ooh.
And that was... I only bring that up because I miss getting so nervous before, like, playing a game. Like, I don't know how you were growing up, but I would be excited but also nervous because I wanted to do well.
Yeah, again, against the best. You want the best of the best. You want to perform the best.
Yeah, and so as much as I hated it, I sat there standing there one moment, I was like... why am I so nervous? Like, how old am I? But like, I didn't want to make a mistake.
You puke right before the game.
I mean, almost. Like, I wanted them to pick me to play because there was 3 of them and they're looking for a 4th, and they kind of did
stretching out. You're like, it's like, we need a 4th. Who we got? You're like,
one moment I'm like, yeah, me, and the other moment I'm like, please don't pick me.
You're like doing high knees.
They did the whole like kind of looked around for other people first, and I'm like sitting there like, hey guys. But then I was like, but please don't pick me. But actually, I do want to play. And then they're like, you want to play? And I was like, all right.
Yeah, you try to play it off. Oh, who, me? Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, I could do that. Whatever.
But no, I hit like 3 kind of lucky shots that thank God they went in because I also hit some pretty bad ones. But I held my own.
Good.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really about it. Went to the pool for the first time.
For the first time ever? Good for you.
Yeah. It's just quite the experience.
Yes.
No, first time of the season.
Okay.
But I will say this too. I know when you're a kid, you used to hate when people would see you and everyone would be like, look how big you've gotten,
Yeah.
But I saw one of our friends and their kids, Todd and his family, and the only thing I could think of,
it's like you've
how
grown,
stinking big they've gotten.
You've grown.
It's nuts. Like it's the only thing you can think about. So no wonder that's what any adult would say when they saw you after a while.
After a long period of time, you sprouted up. How many times did you get to that? Well, you probably didn't because you didn't grow very much.
No. I was always waiting for that growth spurt. Like
they're like, oh, hey Jason, it looks like you haven't changed much.
Yeah,
You're like, it's been 5 years.
I know. Some get lucky to have that growth spurt. I didn't.
But that's awesome. So you got your first dub.
Yep.
And you guys had a trial pickleball separation.
Yes.
And then you came back together, and it all worked out.
It all worked out.
You know, like,
left one happy family.
One happy family. You know, this is the testament. It's like when couples have shared interests, they're more likely to stick together.
Yes, they are.
And they're less likely to quite literally tear their houses down.
Yes.
Which apparently happened in Pennsylvania. Your PA is back in the news, my friend.
Quite a bit of stories from Pennsylvania and Florida.
Yeah. You guys are in the running to. We started the PA, man. It's going to get up there right next to Florida, man. If we keep going the pace where we are, but yeah, apparently in Butler County, Pennsylvania. A wife of a 48-year-old man, Eric Pierzois, with an SZA. I'm going to really butcher it, but you guys can go Google him. Apparently, his wife told him that they were going to, marriage is over, getting a divorce. And apparently his first reaction was, of course, after a night of drinking, because, alcohol always helps you accentuate the best decisions in your life.
Absolutely.
He decided that he was just going to take an excavator, and he was literally going to tear his house down. This guy literally took an excavator. Apparently he's in construction, which makes a little sense. Where the hell are you getting an excavator?
Yeah, that was my first thought too.
Where are you getting this thing? But he took an excavator and he partially demolished his own house after hearing that his wife wanted to divorce him. I mean, it's like literally tearing it down.
Oh, yeah.
Down to the ground.
Thankfully, because at first you read the story and like the wife and kids
were
in the house.
They were in the house when he did this.
It's a pretty big house, though.
That's it's funny. It's like I showed my wife this story. She's like, "That's a big house."
Yeah.
I was like, "It's ripped into shreds." It's like there's a whole like portion of it that's just down to the studs, and that's the first thing you notice. Like, "Ooh, that's a nice house."
Well, I also was partly because when you think about it, you're like, I mean, did the excavator, did the shovel part, did it almost like nick? Hit one of the family members? Like, no, like
because they're in the other wing of the house,
the atrium.
They're in the foyer when he was taking down the screened-in porch. But yeah, so he has two daughters and a wife. They were still in the home while he was tearing into it with the excavator. And apparently there's a 911 call where the spouse is calling 911 as it's tearing down around her.
God.
Like, how terrifying can that be?
That is terrifying regardless.
Yeah, apparently after he did that, he grabbed the gym bag and he just went into town. And he just tried to dip out, like, let's pretend this never happened.
Well, buddy, you're getting the house in the divorce. Because,
what's left of it.
Yeah, because you're going to have to pay for the repairs.
Yeah, but I mean, they're saying that even though, and if you look at the pictures, like you said, it's like it's in percentage-wise, it's maybe 10% of the house he got to, maybe. But, some of the experts and the investigators are saying that the structural damage is so severe that it's not going to survive. They're going to have to demolish the whole sucker. My God. So, yeah, smooth move there, guy. I mean, talk about dumb decisions. I can't imagine getting divorced and you're like, how can I make this worse?
I mean, sometimes you want to be like kind of vengeful-ish, but that's usually in like the divorce like filing and what you want. But
it's like you want half the house? Here you go. Ripped.
Trying to split that thing down the middle. Maybe he thought he could.
It's like I just splitting it half and half. It's no big deal. I'm doing her a favor. Yeah, like it doesn't like. We have all made questionable decisions.
Of course.
I have never had the thought of taking a giant excavator and going to town. I pushed over a porta-john one time.
Did you really?
Yeah. I think Seabear was in it. It was at school.
Okay.
And we were driving back. We were walking back to campus. And whoever did this, they were just asking for it. They were doing like, I guess... it was underground, so they're doing like, pipe work. Like, they were getting the pipes fixed. But there was a huge hole, and then right outside of the hole, on the top of the hole, there was a porta-john. Shame on Seabear for even getting into the thing. He should have known better.
Yeah.
And if my recollection, which is spotty at the moment.
Seabear has been known to know all the stories exactly. So
he'll correct me, but I'm pretty sure it was him or it was Austin.
Okay.
who got in, and then the rest of us thought, this is a great idea. It's right by a hole. We can tip this thing over, and he can go sliding down into this hole in the Porta-John. And we push him. He escapes in the nick of time. And if I remember correctly, that Porta-John did get tipped over into the hole. But I can't remember. Maybe it stopped, and maybe we were like, cooler heads prevailed. But yeah, that's different than taking an excavator to your house.
I mean, okay, you were what? 19, 20, 21?
Yeah, I must have been 21 because
21,
again,
drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy, he's got to be in his 30s. 2 kids.
48. He's 48.
48. That's right. In the house. He's in the house
with your children.
In the house.
Your children
Come
in the
on.
house.
You shouldn't have been married, and you shouldn't have had kids then. If that's how you're gonna react.
Seriously.
I mean, damning news to get, but I'm sure the divorce filing didn't come out of nowhere.
Right.
So
there's probably writing on the
quite an overreaction.
Or maybe that's his reaction, and that's why they're having divorces.
Yes, I mean, I would have thought you could throw like a brick through the house.
Yeah, and even that would be egregious.
It would.
Trying to
literally
tear this house down with their family inside of it. That's insane.
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I really don't know what else to say to that, but and this is going to be my worst segue of the day, but because we're going to go into the finals right now.
Here we go.
We're going to go right into the NBA Finals. We've officially gotten our marker. Maybe that's the teardown, because OKC tore themselves down in those last 2 games. We were giving San Antonio a snowball's chance. With 2 games left, 1 having to be at home, and with the kind of effort they put into Game 5, but man, did they answer.
They did.
Like, Game 6, I think neither of us are surprised for them to go home and kind of take care of business. But I forgot to look it up, but it seemed that from the get-go of that Game 7 game, San Antonio had the lead, and they just never relinquished it.
The Thunder, it was just Shea that was doing anything. The rest of the team did not show up.
And we were giving Shea a lot of crap, but man, he was hitting shots.
Yeah.
In that Game 7, I think he had 31 going into the 4th or something along those lines.
He got tired, I think.
Yeah, he got tired, and it's kind of easy to defend when you're like, this is their guy. Like, let's just over defend this guy, and then they're gonna pitch it out. And you brought it up in a few podcasts a few episodes ago, where there are times where it's like when these NBA teams, these top tier athletes, the best of the best, get flustered. They don't know what to do. The shot creation for OKC within the last 5 minutes of that game was horrendous. It was so ugly. And I'm like, you guys don't have a game plan at all. It's either get Shea the ball or we're going to hope for a lucky rebound? Like, what was your game plan here? Well, I was shocked by how unorganized they looked. They were down 6 or 8 pretty much the rest of the fourth quarter, and they
couldn't do anything to get
when they were getting stops, because they were getting stops on defense. But once they got into offense, they're like, wait, just give it to Shea. He's gonna make some acrobatic and that was the other thing. It's like, Shea, you're so good at the mid range, but when you're doing shots just within the 3-point line, and you're making them, take it another step out and do it from the 3-point line.
And then you're also but these aren't going to consistently go in, right? Yeah. They're going to miss eventually. I know, look, they didn't have Jalen Williams. And then they had, I think AJ Williams, is that his name?
Yeah, AJ, yeah.
Those were 2 creators that they didn't have. And so it was Shea and then, look, Chet.
Boy. I mean, just embarrassing.
Seriously.
He was 1 for 2 from the field.
He shot 2 shots. That is unacceptable.
In a Game 7, you're supposed to be the number 2 on that team. And maybe Jalen is, but he wasn't there. Yeah. So you are the de facto 2 on that team.
And I mean, truthfully, give a little bit of... You still need to take more than 2 shots, but that is not his game. He is not a creator. But, dude, you got to step up and try something. Your effort, the one meme that's going around where he, slips and falls.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even look like... I mean, he tried to pass it away the first time.
Yeah.
And then they passed it back, and it was he felt obligated. He had to try something. He wasn't in it. But it's dude, you're an NBA player. You've got to have some moves. Your team needs you. They're giving you the ball, saying, please help us. And you wanted to give it up as fast as you could.
It's wild. It's wild to see somebody...
$200 million.
Somebody that's making that kind of bank and to just disappear for an entire game. That is shocking. And Wemby was getting his. But then, again, San Antonio proved that they just seemed like a more well-oiled machine, and they were deeper. I mean, Harper had some key shots. Castle was doing his thing.
This is coming
Fox
out
was
party.
doing his thing. Like,
Yeah.
they're like looking like a deep team, and that's probably why they're favorites right now. I think they're the odds-on favorites. I think they're -210 right now on most betting sites to
That's what
win
I've kinda
the
seen.
finals right
Yeah.
there. And respectfully, they got the best defensive player in the league.
Yep.
They've got plenty of scoring opportunities, and a different guy can step every day. Like
Champagne.
Champagne. I'm calling him Champagne. That is how it looks. When you look at it, he is Champagne. But yeah, he was just draining threes,
Leading scorer in Game 7.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Next man up, and that's the difference. It's like you have one guy against the whole team, pretty much.
Yeah, I know. Power to Shea for making it close, I guess.
He did. I mean, yeah. It's surprising, but at the same time, are you upset? Are you upset to see the Spurs kind of conquer that mountain so early? I mean, I know everybody had Spurs as potentially making a step forward, but making it to the finals this year.
It's crazy because OKC was supposed to be that young team.
Yeah, this was supposed to be the winning last year. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off like
You're
every other
fine.
minute.
Go ahead.
But this was supposed to be the beginning of their dynasty coming out party.
And you have a team that's even younger. The only caveat I'll say, though, is that with the new tanking rules that come out, the Spurs would not be the Spurs they are now without them, because they would not have been able to draft Dylan Harper this year.
You're right.
But credit to them, because the last 3 drafts they got, obviously Wemby was a no-brainer, but Castle was not a no-brainer pick for them.
No.
And Harper, they could have gone to other guys, but obviously they chose right with both those guys.
For sure.
I don't know what's in the water in San Antonio, because I love Stephon Castle at UConn. Like, when they won their second of their back-to-back, he was a freshman, and a lot of their team were sophomores and seniors. He was the one making plays down the stretch for them. He guarded the toughest guy on defense. He'd score some tough plays, but the guy couldn't shoot worth a lick.
Yeah.
Guy comes into the league, wins Rookie of the Year only because every other rookie kind of gets hurt, and he can dunk on anybody and plays good defense, but can't shoot. Kawhi Leonard went to San Antonio, couldn't shoot.
I was going to say the comparisons are
Seriously.
pretty impressive.
And now Castle is doing just what Kawhi did, and it's like, what goes on in San Antonio? Because Castle is a star in the making, and
He is.
having him and Wembayama, and now like Dylan Harper, who seems to not care about being a facilitator.
Yeah.
It's like this 3-headed monster.
They just buy into it, right?
They do.
They buy into this. It's like, we're better as a team, put the egos aside.
Yes.
And let's go to work.
And Wemby is already about as mature as can be.
Man, did you hear during his press conference, one of the first things he said? He's like, "Man, I got to go call Pop. I got to call Popovich." How cool is that? This guy isn't even the coach anymore, but he's the one who drafted him.
Yep.
And he's made such an impact, and I got to give respect to Pop, even though he's not technically there. I don't know. He's probably doing an advisor thing for San Antonio right now.
Something.
So he's there in spirit, but. I mean, he's put that work ethic in. I think that the new head coach was in his pipeline.
Oh yeah.
So they're running under the same mantra, and it's proving it. They look like the Spurs that went on their run, very much so.
Another Spurs dynasty.
Yeah.
We got a Patriots dynasty coming back, and now we've got a San Antonio Spurs dynasty.
Which are you less excited about?
The Patriots.
Yeah, I knew you were
like by
that.
far. I actually loved those Spurs back then.
You do?
I did.
Oh, they're so boring. Bunch of layups and bank shots.
Move the ball around.
Yeah.
Fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
It's like watching Whitaker out.
Will Billy.
out
It's so
there.
funny because Will Billy can't
I
stand
know,
Tim Duncan,
I
and
know.
it's like you're kind of like him.
I think we all don't like the people that were like anytime someone's like, hey, that looks like you. That's how you'd be if you
What
played
was the
football.
one that Coleman where we're like, you play like him, Coleman? And he's like, no, I don't. Like, who was it?
Oh, what big man was that? Maybe we'll remember it by the end. But yeah,
It wasn't
hated
Anthony
that.
Davis, was it? It wasn't Eyebrow.
No, it wasn't him. I think he'd like that. Yeah, it was someone who I can't remember.
But yeah, he hated
he
that
listens,
comparison.
he'll tell us.
Yes, he'll be like, it was this guy. Or he won't tell us because he doesn't want us to
Yeah.
bring it up. All right, well, I think I can see where you're going, but give me, now that we've got our final setup, who you got? Who's running away with it?
I think it's the Spurs. I think the Spurs win it. It should be a close series. I think Wemby is a problem, And if you're going to put OG Anunoby, a 6'7" guy on him, look, I get it. You won 2 out of 3 games in the regular season, and you probably didn't make much adjustments, but this is a finals. If a 6'7" guy is guarding a 7'7" guy...
Yeah. You got a whole foot on him.
I got a feeling they're going to be like, all right, Victor, get in the post and just dunk or do something to make them change. But also, I just think those guards that they have, Fox, Harper, and Castle, they can all guard. They match up with the Knicks probably better than any other team. But I think my biggest thing is I know the Knicks are on a roll, but the teams that the Knicks beat, none of them were in the top 10 in offense or defensive efficiency. And the Spurs, I don't know if they are offensively. They might be close, but they're like number 2 defensively.
Right.
And I just think the Spurs getting through OKC. I think they're not going to get tired. I think a lot of people think they'll get tired.
I mean, that's what I thought. I thought going into 6 and 7, we talked about in the last podcast, I was like, you saw the numbers dwindling for Wemby, and I was like, he might be getting tired. I think he's getting tired. And man, did he prove me wrong.
Yeah.
And those last 2, and I hate being wrong. No, it's fine. He seems like a consummate professional, like you said, very, very mature. So I'm rooting for him, but not so fast, my friend, because I think the Knicks are going to pull this off.
Okay.
And it's funny because you said that you think the Spurs match up the best for the Knicks. I would argue that the Knicks match up the best against the Spurs than anything they've seen. They're bigger down low than OKC was. I mean, arguably, yeah, Chet was bigger, but he's 100 pounds soaking wet.
That's true. That is true.
Like, he was getting pushed around. I don't see Towns getting pushed around. I know OG's smaller in frame, but he's a strong dude. And I don't think he's getting pushed around. I think they're not going to be afraid of being physical.
No.
And you look back at it against OKC, they like to be physical on defense, but they don't like to be physical on offense.
No.
They don't like to kind of bash down low, and they don't like to, push the envelope. It's like they like to flop. Or Shea likes to flop. So I don't know. It's just I feel like they are hitting their stride. And yes, they're the hottest team. And yes, they are. It's funny that you said they didn't match up against the teams they played that had were in the top 10 of like offensive or defensive efficiency. But I think they ranked first in both of those categories in the finals. I think they were first in offense and first in defense.
Oh, okay. Even defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I think that they seem like they've clicked.
Yeah.
And they were a good team, and they've become a great team through these playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think that they're completely bought in. And, I know that there is some familiarity with players on that team because where do they all play college?
Villanova.
They all know how to play with each other.
Yeah.
And there are some of their parts, right? It's not just one person. Like Brunson feeds off Hart. You saw all those times Hart was trying to goose him during the chase. They're having fun out there.
I know. You got to love it. You really do.
You got Mr. Zesty and Karl Anthony Towns.
Your boy.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to hear that in the finals.
I know.
I don't think that – and you said OG might be posting up against Wemby. But, again, if Wemby does go down in the paint, you don't think Karl's going to come around and try and, support?
Yes, but he's not the greatest defender in the world.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to be the primary. He doesn't have to be the primary
No.
defender. He can be the help behind OG.
Yeah.
So I could see that kind of working in their favor as well. So I think they're big enough down low. And you were talking about the backcourt. I love the backcourt. It's like Jalen Brunson. Yeah, man, he's just playing incredible. Josh Hart, not the greatest shooter, but he's a great defender.
Yeah.
And OG's back. I mean, I think the Knicks can do it. And maybe it's just because I have a soft spot for Mike Brown. I want to see Mike Brown win it.
Do you really?
I do. I do want to see Mike because he had to deal with LeBron when he was young with the Cavs. And, he's got a weird connection with the Spurs. He won a ring as an assistant coach for Pop.
He did.
He was like 2003.
their defensive coordinator kind of
So he's won a ring.
Mm-hmm.
And the other time is he coached De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento in 2022.
Oh, okay.
So he knows De'Aaron Fox. Not that that's a huge deal. But
that's a huge deal.
Did you know that he won Coach of the Year that year for Sacramento?
I do remember that.
How dumb is Sacramento now for firing him in 2023?
Yeah. And they also
what are you doing,
They
man?
also had Tyrese Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox.
So dumb.
And there's
Sabonis?
one other guy that's is he in the finals now or was in the playoffs? That's from Sacramento. Like all these players that leave are having great success in the league now.
Yeah, and their coach is coaching in the finals.
Yeah.
Like 2 years out. Like, you guys, that is the quintessential. You guys don't know what you're doing as an organization.
Absolutely not. No, I mean they missed out. I mean it started when they didn't draft Luka, with Vlade Divac as the coach, and apparently that had a lot to do with he didn't get along with Luka's father or something, and let that get in the way. And it was just from then on, it seems like they've just made nothing but bad decisions. But I will say the one thing that scares me a little bit about like the Knicks winning this, because last year the lowly Indiana Pacers, they got hot too.
Yeah,
They took the Oklahoma City Thunder, who had a healthy Jalen Williams, healthy squad, to Game 7. And if it weren't for the Dwight curse.
the Dwight curse. Hey, Dwight curse hit here. He was rooting for OKC.
I know.
Curse.
But it was also... So the Thunder barely won.
Yeah.
The Spurs took down the Thunder in Game 7 with an injured Jalen Williams, and another injury, and could barely get over the hump. This Knicks team is just as hot, it seems, as that Pacers
11
team.
in a row.
So it's kind of, are the Spurs really that good? Like, was the West really as good as we thought? Or is the East actually... Yeah, are these East teams actually better?
Or
we just aren't giving them credit.
They're at least matching up. Yeah, because we've been so used to the West owning the NBA. And they've won the last, at least 2, maybe 3, 4.
Yeah, I think the Celtics threw themselves in there, but I think
true.
the West has won a majority of the finals lately, and some of them haven't been but so close. But that, like I said, I don't know if last year the Pacers just had a heater.
Well, they did, and they had... I mean, how many game-winning shots did Hallie throw up there for that finals? So, yeah, they were just kissed by God that season until the Dwight curse took over.
It took long enough.
The DW curse. Stop using his real name. Where's my button? I haven't gotten the new soundboard yet. It's supposed to come in the mail. It hasn't come in yet. But don't use my real name. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's get back on the Spurs then. Whether they win or lose, we talked about they hurtled past Denver. They hurtled past OKC this year. Is this the change in the guard? It seems like a very quick change, but are they officially the number 1 team in the West? Are you ready to anoint them as the best of the West?
They've got to beat... I think they could be, because they've got a young team too, so they're only going to get a little bit older, better. And I got a soft spot for my guy, Jalen Williams. He's my favorite.
You do love Jalen. Because
Second favorite.
Short
Second
kings.
favorite. I know.
Short kings.
Jamal Murray's my number 1. Jalen's my number 2. But they gotta beat OKC in a series with him healthy.
Okay.
Because he's, I think, a game changer on both ends of the floor. And as you mentioned, no one but Shea was able to create a shot and do anything. That's where Jalen Williams comes in. So they need to do that, but man, I think that gap is it's minuscule.
Yeah.
The Spurs might, and Wemby's only going to get better.
Yeah.
I think next year, if they can play in the playoffs again, that'll be the battle for the legit supremacy of the NBA.
So if OKC and San Antonio face off again in let's say the Western Conference Finals, that's going to be who's really the top dog here?
But I never would have imagined this would happen this fast.
This quickly, no.
People were thinking this OKC team was going to pull what the Warriors did.
Yeah.
And the league was just kind of going to give up.
Because, that's partly because of the dominance that they showed through the majority of the playoffs last year. Now, granted, they ran into, the Kiss by God Pacers in the finals, and that actually stretched out. But, they were just cruising.
The regular season.
And they were cruising this. They were cruising until they met San Antonio.
Yeah.
They're cruising. So I am ready to anoint them as the new best of the West. Unless Chet can put up about 100 pounds of muscle.
Did you see him shirtless after that one game or whatever?
No, because I didn't want to lose my lunch. No.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
He looks like an anorexic Abe Lincoln.
You're not wrong at all.
It's like 4 score. That's how many points I scored. Put a stovetop hat on him. Halloween costume. Let's go.
That's easy. Yeah.
So easy. Shooting fish in a barrel.
And a little fake beard, because Lord knows he can't grow one.
No, but to your point, Wemby's only going to get better. He's just scratching the surface right now. And God, he's so freaking gangly. It's crazy. But you've got so much young talent on the team. Castle, Harper. Fox is the old guard there.
He's like 28,
He's
I
at
think.
28.
Yeah.
They're only going to get better.
I know.
And they're only going to add in the offseason.
They're going to find some. Look, Luke Cornett.
Isn't Harrison Barnes on the Spurs?
Is he? I think he might be, yeah.
Like, you got Harrison.
They don't even need him.
No, he's just chilling.
They're going to find some random big guy. They can find like an Isaiah Stein, whatever his last name is, as the backup. Unstoppable.
You don't like Cornett? You don't like that?
He's okay.
Luke Cornett, apparently he's the funniest guy on the team.
He's got some dance moves.
Yeah, you seen him?
I'll give him credit for that. Yeah.
All his teammates were like, he's the funniest guy on our team. Funniest goofy. It's because he's a goofy white boy.
Well, they say Kevin Love was like the funniest guy on those teams.
I don't see that. Kevin Love?
Apparently.
I don't see that. I can see Cornett.
It's kind of like the old Dave Chappelle, when there's like you got like a whole gang of like, brothers, but there's like the one white guy, and you're like, that's the guy you don't mess with. Because you don't know what he did to get in that game.
To get
so
initiated.
For a white guy to get on an NBA team, like, I think you kind of got to be funny. Kind of like how you said, if you're like, well, I'm going out with Will Billy and Seabear.
Yeah.
I gotta
gesture max to the max.
So I think some of these white guys in the league are like, if I'm really gonna fit in,
I gotta stick.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. But yeah, again, with all that young talent, with Wemby, just continue to excel, and he's probably, he's half alien, right? So he's probably got, an alien brain, and he's just going to learn how to adapt and assimilate even more.
Yeah.
And he's probably got he's probably got alien DNA in him. And I wouldn't be surprised because the CIA apparently thinks that there's some alien DNA out there too. So we're going to go into Bigo conspiracy story really quickly because apparently you got Wemby the alien, but apparently the CIA has been using some of these DNA sites like 23andMe and Ancestry to look for alien DNA in people. So, hear me out. Apparently, there's a doctor named Dr. Jason Reza Georgiani. Don't ask me what he's a doctor of. He went on to a lesser podcast.
Okay.
And he said that there was an Army veteran named Lynn Buchanan who used to work for the CIA who informed him of an initiative in which the agency was exploring sites like 23andMe and Ancestry for genealogy databases to search for aliens.
Jeez.
Aliens. Apparently they're among us right now.
So we've got like legit lizard people living among us.
Yes, it's a real thing. Absolutely. They were looking for a genetic variance in their alien search, whatever that means. Apparently there was another former CIA analyst named Christopher Kit Green who had created a secret method to access both sites to screen users for a specific genetic variance linked to extraterrestrial beings.
This is getting crazy.
We've already established that UFOs are real and aliens are real, right? Like, the government's come out and said that.
Have they officially said aliens
They officially
are
said
real?
that. Who else flying those UFOs?
I don't know. They're just unidentified flying objects. They're not alien spacecraft, are they? I'm still struggling. I think it's because I'm in denial. I don't really want.
There are aliens. They're out there.
So do you really think there's some literally standing among us that, like, could you be an alien?
Well, maybe partial. Maybe, an alien's got busy with some local ladies, and they're like part alien. That would explain Wembanyama.
Yeah, it really would. Yeah.
Can you imagine doing 23andMe? You're like, you are half French and half extraterrestrial. You're like, I'm sorry, what?
Like, if he goes missing and doesn't come back, then, like, there's going to either be he went back to his home planet or the CIA got a hold of him and is like...
They're dissecting him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, this goes on top of another batch of UFO files that the Pentagon released. I love that the Pentagon in the last, year, they've really leaned into, we're just going to release all the UFO stuff that
I like to think we can thank Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 for all of this.
Yeah, everything comes back to Blink with you.
They're brilliant in music and outside of music, kind of.
So this just adds to me never wanting. I have no interest in using 23andMe and Ancestry. I do not want the government to have access to my freaking DNA.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have other ways to get it.
Yeah, make it at least a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, make it harder for them.
Yeah, Did you ever want to do any of those?
No, and it's weird because I really don't know what my ancestry is. Like, I asked my parents multiple times, and I'm like, I don't know. I was like, am I? And I think my mom said, like, yeah, I think your great grandpa was German. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I got a little German in me. And then he's like, no, but my mom is from Scotland. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just like I'm a European mutt. It's pretty much what I am. I'm that cute European mutt you find at the local, like
in the local PetSmart.
Yeah, no, not the PetSmart, and the worse, in the freaking shelter,
Tractor Supply,
the animal shelter. You're like, yeah, I'll take this one home.
At the SPCA.
But no, I've never had any interest in doing that because, I mean, it'd be cool, I guess, to figure out, where I'm from. But I swear, half the time you find out something you don't want to know. Like you're a distant relative to some horrible
Mussolini.
Mussolini. I mean, the easy one's Hitler. Nobody wants to be associated with Hitler.
I was trying to be a little more smarter.
Genghis Khan. Everybody's related to Genghis Khan.
I know. I mean, we all are a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. or just like I mean, I don't want to know. It's like it's. I love being ignorant, and it's like it's fine. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It's not like it's gonna make my life any better. The only thing it could do is make my life worse. Finding that stuff out could only make my life worse.
That is true. I did meet. I had no desire to do that either. But when kind of Facebook was kind of cool when we were in it, or when we thought it was cool, I actually did.
You mean when it was cool?
Yeah, I know. I actually did just one day, just like friend another Jason Semko, and it was just like, this is cool.
Are we twins?
So one day he messages me. We start talking, and it actually turns out that like my grandfather had a brother, and they had a big falling out like such a long time ago that the other brother moved to like Texas, but we never heard from them, never knew they existed or anything, and we came to find out that like we were related and everything.
So you were related to
Semko. Yeah, so that's like my some type of cousin or something. But yes,
cool.
So it was like actually one of these kind of, didn't use 23andMe, but it was kind of cool to kind of actually
you did the old school way.
Yeah,
you did your own research.
I didn't have the government. You didn't have to.
You didn't have to like give a DNA swab to God knows who, because they have access to those. Same thing with all these other things. It's like anytime you're curious about stuff and you're giving away information.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason why AI terrifies me about like, you can just do medical records. I don't want AI to know my medical records.
Absolutely not.
Out of your mind?
I don't need chat. I give as little as I can to ChatGPT, and I already feel like they just hacked into my computer, into my phone, and taken everything that I own. I mean, because that's what TikTok was.
Yeah.
Like China, I mean, you literally agreed to let China take everything out of your phone and use it for their own personal, whatever they want to do with it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know South Park did the whole episode, but like the Apple, like the user thing. I mean, if anyone's ever read that, like my dad will read a manual.
You're talking about the Human Caterpillar episode of South Park?
I think that was it. But it's like,
you've agreed to have your mouth sewn to somebody else's butthole.
Because it's like a 300-page thing.
It is. Nobody's reading that.
No.
No one's reading that. No, 23andMe, no thank you. Ancestry.com, no thank you. Only make my life worse. So thanks.
That's a good point.
But I'm going to pass.
Yeah, I'm going to pass too.
And we're going to pass it on over to the NHL, baby.
I like
NHL
that we got
Finals.
both of these going on at the same time.
I know, man. Golden Knights with their golden showers in their golden locker room.
And their I'm sure Carter Hart did a little golden. I don't know what he did.
Yeah.
But he did some not so great
you forgot
stuff.
about this until...
No, I didn't forget about any of that.
You just been zooming by it. He was part of the Canada 5 or what do they call them?
Yeah.
You want to go into this a little bit?
No.
Yeah, you don't? Yeah, so he's about... Yeah, we're just going to scoom right by that. We'll just go right into the matchup, all right? Knights, Canes... Like, game one's already in the books, right?
Yep.
So we've already got our predictions to who we think we're going to win, but it's funny because we went in thinking this is a defensive matchup. Game one, 5-4.
I know.
Where the heck did this come from?
I have no idea. The freaking Carolina scored in like the first 3 minutes of the game.
They were up 2-0.
Yep.
2-0, and once again, just like the Knights did in Game 3 against the the Avalanche, came storm back. They are the cardiac Knights. Because they just never say die. You'd think that a team that is as deep and as defensively sound as Carolina getting a 2-0 lead, they're holding on to that.
They're the first team in Stanley Cup history to have a 2-goal lead, the home team, I think, or something, and lose it.
It's wild, man. But, do you think that this was a one-off, the 5-4? Do you think it's going to go back to like a very defensive-style game? This is just everything was just humming and everybody was just kind of flying around with extra energy. Maybe making some mistakes on some defensive cues, and they were just letting some loose pucks fly by? Like, what's the reasoning behind this?
Yeah, and also it's you haven't played this team. You probably, in the NHL too, you still only play, I think you play those teams twice at the most. I don't even know if you play everybody once. I think you do now. But either way, so they don't know each other. Plus, this is a different Knights team, so they didn't know each other. I'm sure the adjustments will be made. And yeah, I mean, maybe they both just went out there trying to make something happen, and now you'll see an adjustment. But both coaches would rather see a 2-1 game. They don't want to see a 5-4 game. So they're going to like tighten the hatches a little bit and really probably make it enjoy this game while it lasted, because I think the rest are just going to be like slugfests.
Do you love that Hurdle the Turtle had the game winner?
I love
Hurdle the Turtle.
Because we would always talk, me and you, like picking him up or dropping him, and it's like, you dropped Hurdle the Turtle, because he had that 4-goal game, and he had that one play where he like threw his legs, like roofed it, almost showing off for the 4th goal, and you're like, well, this guy's gonna be like a superstar,
right?
And he hasn't done like anything since, but because he had a 4-goal game, everyone wants to draft him. Yeah. Everyone thinks he can like be great. He's going to be the breakout. Yeah. It's been like 10 years since then. And all of a sudden in the Stanley Cup playoffs,
he's game winner.
I know.
This is a freaking Hurdle the Turtle, man.
Good for him.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, my friend.
I guess I could be happy. I don't know. All the times that I was relying upon him and he failed me.
You just feel a certain kind of way about it.
A little bit.
So, okay, we gave our predictions, our new predictions. Now that we're down to the last two, who you take in Vegas and Carolina?
I would have taken it before the first game, but now I feel uber confident because it's going to be Las Vegas. I'm putting that one in the books. I think it's John Tortorella. The team hasn't been with him long enough to hate him yet, because that's just what happens.
Yeah, they get tired of his antics. Yeah.
It's like the England coach now, Thomas Tuchel. He took over Chelsea midseason, brought them to a Champions League and won it. But then midway through the next season, they couldn't take him anymore, and he got fired. He gets fired from a place within less than 2 years.
This guy, for all the success he's had, it tells you something when he can't hold on to a freaking job.
But he knows how to win games. Yeah. It's just that style and his unrelenting attitude about everything. Yeah. It just wears on you after a while. Like, if he could somehow find a full team that thinks just like him, they might go undefeated and win like 10 straight Stanley Cups. Yeah. But these are men and humans. So I think the ride is just going to continue because they just keep winning. And Carter Hart is just playing out of his mind.
I mean, he was playing out of his mind, but the game one, he gave up 4. He did. So it's not like he was, standing on his head or anything like that.
No, gave up 2 early and then kind of got back into it a little bit.
And he gave up 2 more.
Oh, yeah. Well, your goalie.
Hey, not my goalie. He's Carolina's goalie. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. No, listen, Vegas is as deep as Carolina. So we talked about how Montreal had 1 line. That's not going to be the case here. You look at some of the players on this Vegas team. I don't know why I keep sleeping that they got Mitch Marner. Why the freaking Toronto Maple Leafs got rid of Mitch Marner, I'll never understand.
I do. The hype around him was so high. He really didn't perform that great.
This year?
No, when he was on Toronto.
Dude, he had last year he had 100 points. He had 27 goals and 78 assists.
I think he's been more of a letdown than he has great. I think the city was kind of tired of him.
I don't understand that. I mean, with the combination of him and Austin Matthews, that just seemed like this was going to be together forever. And yeah, I was right. 27-75. So he had 102 points last year. He got a little bit lower. He got 80 points this year, 24-56. I mean, he's a talent, man, and they got him to go on. Eichel, Stone's still there. Yeah. Hurdle the Turtle. You got Nick Dowd from the Caps. He's not doing much.
You got Barbashev.
Who
just only plays in the playoffs.
Yes. You got Theodore. You don't have Alvin or Simon, but you got Theodore.
You got the good one.
Yeah.
At least in the hockey terms. Alvin was too annoying.
And then, Vegas, and they always have these bruises on the team. They got Colasar, they got McNabb, these guys that are just going to, like, knock you around. They got Lausen, who just beats people up.
Yeah, I know. I loved him on Nashville.
I know you did.
He was always on my squad.
So, I mean, they're deep. But, I mean, then you look at Carolina. I really hope this series goes to 7.
Me too.
Because it's just going to be a lot of, smash and grab. But if Carolina's going to win, I mean, Svechnikov's got to wake the F up, man. Like, I mean, he looked lost at times last game. Ehlers cannot be your lead. I know that Nikolaj Ehlers, the Dane, he's good, but he can't be your stalwart.
Svechnikov and Aho need to be your leaders.
Aho
Ehlers
needs to be there.
To set him up for goals.
Yes, Jarvis can be an assist.
Too. Yeah,
I can't believe Jordan Stahl's still playing.
Man, the Stahl family, they are just ageless wonders for hockey.
And then and we talked about Taylor Hall. He was kind of. He was playing above his skis earlier, but he's got to do something too. But, I mean, again, they're deep too. They've got a deep forward line, and they've got a deep defensive line. Slavin's good. Obviously, Condrey Miller's really, really good for him as well. And then Gottsbier, am I pronouncing that Gottsbier? I'm going to say that's right.
I think it's Gottisbeer.
Gottisbeer? No, he's a talent too. It might come down to you're right though. It's like since they're deep and they're both deep. Both of these teams' strengths are going to be we don't have to rely on one guy to kind of run the show, like the Connor McDavid Oilers, or the Nathan McKinnon Avalanche. Like anybody can produce, and as long as they're working together, they can get there. So that kind of equals it out. So it might really come down to goalies, and Frederik Andersen. You wanted to win, and you wanted to win.
I kind of do.
But Carter Hart is technically hotter at the moment.
Yeah,
he's so hot right now.
So hot.
So, but tell for the people that don't know, rooting for Frederik Andersen, can you and why would you? And give them a little bit of background with Claude Lemieux.
Yeah, so Claude Lemieux won like 4 Stanley Cups back in the day, but he actually turned himself into an agent, and he was an agent for Frederik Andersen. And they actually were, I think, really good friends.
Very good friends.
And Claude Lemieux died by suicide, I think, before game 5 or 4 in the Montreal series with Carolina.
Yep.
And Frederik went out with like a heavy heart and had a great game.
Great game.
But that's like really like weighing on him and everything, and it just came as a total surprise. I think Claude was texting him a bunch of stuff during the whole series, and then all of a sudden to have that happen, just got to be really difficult in this time. And I mean, there's been nothing ever been wrong with Frederik Andersen. He's not a guy you don't really ever want to not root for, anyways. But you want to see some guy kind of get over that, and you feel for him, and you want to see him have some success. So yeah, I think Vegas will win. I do want the Hurricanes to win because I'm not a big Vegas fan either. And now I got extra to root for. I do want to see Andersen hoist that Stanley Cup trophy.
But you do think that
I do think Vegas. I actually, I mean, like I said, Tortorella, Brendan Moore's a great coach, but Tortorella, he's got the experience. That team has experience. Most of them were there in 2023. So I just think that they're playing a little bit better now too.
Yeah. But I mean, just the goalies alone, you got a guy who's heartbroken. One of his good friends just ended his life. Never like to see that happening. And then the other goalie,
you're going to bring it up, aren't you?
Yes, of course I am. Is getting chance of no means no because he's a part of the freaking I think they called him the Canada Hockey 5 or something like that. Him and 4 other guys were accused of assault of a woman in 2018.
Yeah.
And I mean that's brutal. And this is back where they were on the U20 team, the national team for Canada. And it's like it's been they were charged a couple years ago. It looks like it was it's not still the trial, is it? They kind of
no, they got through the trial. I think they were
he was acquitted. He was acquitted.
I think everything is done with all of that. I know he kind of got kicked out of Philadelphia. I don't think any team had signed Hart until the Knights did middle of the year, something like that. But the thought was he was going to be kind of like Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
Like they were kind of on like the same parallel things, so you just assumed that no one was going to pick up Carter Hart. But
Right.
I don't know, man. That front office in Vegas, I mean, what they're doing to their ex-coach and now picking up a guy like Carter Hart, like, they really don't care.
Well, they live in Vegas.
I was just going to say, yeah, I mean.
Yeah. It tracks.
It does. They are representing the tone of the city.
There you go. Maybe they're leaning into it. They're like, you know what, Sin City, we make a lot of mistakes here, some regrettable decisions, so we're home to it. So we might as well just lean right into it. Interesting, parallels there. Carter Hart was actually being considered by Carolina Hurricanes when he became a free agent. They were considering bringing him in, but because of the outcry from the local fandom, they said absolutely not. They chose against it.
Good for him.
Yeah. So I want the Hollywood ending. I want the dirty Knights to go down, and I want the valiant Hurricanes to take it. So I'm going to go lead with my heart. I picked the Hurricanes to win this whole thing before the playoffs started. I'm going to pick them to end. I'm going to pick Frederick Anderson to get to talk about his boy on a national stage and get that Hollywood ending, okay?
Props to you for getting, because it hasn't been the most standard NHL and NBA playoffs, so good on you, especially for getting the Knicks.
Yeah.
And for the Hurricanes, because I think a lot of people saw Tampa or even Buffalo.
Yeah, that's right. And Buffalo. But no, I'm getting my Hollywood ending, but now we're going to do a Hollywood beginning because we missed it last week. We're doing it this week. It's time for the June movie review with Semko. Some people's favorite segment that we do on this show.
And I've even got a little audio that we're going to put in for the episode.
Yes.
For the segment.
Yes. So it's Semko's June movie review. And for those of you that have not listened to these in the past, here's what I do. I pick 3 or 4, depending on what's out. We might get 4 because we're getting towards the summer months. There's a lot of movies out of maybe less popular movies that are coming out that he might have less familiarity with. And what I do is that I give him the names. Sometimes I'll give him some of the actors that are associated with it. Maybe the genre, something to help him kind of get to the right point. And he tries to give me his synopsis of the movie. Just from the title, the actors, maybe the genre, he tries to tell me what he thinks the movie is about. I love it. You love it. We're doing it together. Before we get there, I had to dig through the minutia of cash grabs for June, dude. We are officially in blockbuster summer.
That's what this is.
And they're just money-grubbing Hollywood execs that are like, we've beaten this to death, but we're going to resurrect it and bring it back to life.
Of course.
Couple examples. There's a Toy Story 5 coming out in June.
It's all going against AI.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, you know about it.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 6 is coming out.
That can't be good.
Another Jackass, the best and last. They're making another Jackass movie. That's got to be number 5, 6 for them.
At least 5.
And then you've got the retreads of Masters of the Universe. We talked about this with Jared Leto playing Skeletor, Masters of the Universe.
Oh, that's right.
And He-Man. That's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming out this Friday.
Wow.
You gonna watch any of those?
No.
Toy Story 5?
I do want to. Toy Story, I would maybe sit down and watch. I do want to kind of watch. I haven't seen the 4th one, though. So I kind of want to watch that one, too.
You got Disney Plus?
Do not.
Oh, you can piggyback off.
I'm definitely going to tune in for the Jackass movie.
You just have to. You're like, I've come this far.
Truly, yes. And there always is at least 1 or 2 really funny bits that they do in there, yeah.
There you go. She all the dong bits. You're like, yeah, this is funny.
No, not all the time. I mean, the one that comes to mind is when they did the seesaw with the bulls. I mean,
I thought you were gonna say when Pontius wraps his up like a mouse and he puts it in the cage with the snake.
Right. I had kind of forgotten about that one. I do like when they also get they had Chuck Liddell fight one of them once or something.
And again, it's just I'm over the head injuries. I don't want to see you guys give each other CTE. Please,
true.
They're our age, if not older than us.
Yeah, that is true.
Y'all need to just simmer down. I know that this is your one paycheck opportunity.
Yeah.
You might get some appearance bonuses. But man, just get some side work in there so you don't have to keep.
I get that money, man.
Punishing yourselves.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Knoxville has already admitted that he's I'm not doing any more. Injuries to the head. Those have got to stop.
Yeah.
Now,
finally.
It might be a little too late.
Yes.
But good on him for hanging in there. So yeah, there are some some new movies or movies in the same ilk, like Disclosure Day is coming out, the new Steven Spielberg movie. Are you familiar with Disclosure Day?
That's something to do with aliens,
Yes,
doesn't it?
aliens. Yeah. Yes, it's got Emily Blunt. It's a handsome lady right there. And
John
then
Krasinski's wife.
Yes, John Krasinski's wife.
Yes.
Good job. Way to sound it out.
Thank you.
And there's another one that I was going to put in here, and I was like, I should give this to Semko, but the name gives away exactly what it's called. The Death of Robin Hood. So you could pretty much figure out the synopsis for that one.
You know, did you ever see The Breakup? That movie with
oh yeah, Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Aniston,
yeah,
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that they weren't going to break up, like, because you're like, you can't name the movie with what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Like,
yeah.
Right. So ever since then, because obviously, spoiler alert, they break up.
Oh no.
So I'm going to have to guess then. Yes, this is the Death of Robin Hood.
Yeah, but it's got Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Robin Hood. He's both. So that, I mean, because it's supposed to be like the gruesome version of Robin Hood. It's not all like, oh, take from the rich and give to the poor. You remember the old Robin Hood movie where it was the fox?
Yeah.
Love that movie growing up. That was the best.
But now we got to get dark. It's the 2020s. It's got to be dark, almost like apocalyptic, depressing.
Definitely has that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll throw this one here too. But yeah, so I gave you all the temple stuff, the cash grabs. Very, very disappointing. Another superhero movie's coming out. Supergirl's coming out in June. I know you know so much about Supergirl.
Didn't they do that? CBS tried to do a TV show.
Yeah, of course. Shocker, you know the CBS show Supergirl.
Yeah.
Well, they're making it into a movie.
Oh, okay.
All right. But I'm going to give you the ones that have cast that you'll recognize, and there's one that you don't. And I just want to see where you kind of go with this. Because for that one, I'm going to give you the name and the genre and see if you can kind of wrap your head around it. So first up, I'm going to give you one with a lot of star power, and it's called The Invite. It's called The Invite. Do you know who Olivia Wilde is?
Yeah, I've heard of the name.
She was in not the newest, but the semi-new Tron movie with Garrett Hedlund in it. She was in a lot of other things. Yeah,
the name sounds.
You remember the
I get her and Olivia Munn mixed up a lot.
Both are cuties. Do you remember that body swap movie with Jason Bateman and Ryan Reynolds? Did you see that movie?
I know that.
It's like Freaky Friday.
Okay.
But with dudes.
Okay.
She was in that. She was in Jesus. I'm going off tangent, but she's in it. She's also directing it.
Okay.
Other stars: Seth Rogen.
Ooh, okay.
Penelope Cruz.
Okay.
And Ed Norton.
Wow.
It's called The Invite.
The Invite.
The Invite.
I'm almost debating whether or not this is a comedy because I see Seth Rogen.
Okay, so I'll give you the genres. There's multiple.
Okay.
Comedy, drama, romance.
Whew.
It's The Invite.
So those are obviously couples. I'm guessing Olivia Wilde and Seth Rogen are together.
Okay.
And Penelope Cruz and Ed Norton are together. Or it could be the other way around. I don't know.
Could be.
But they get like an invite to their boss's house, like a mansion or something.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like whichever one that the boss likes the most. So I don't know if one of like the two guys are like in a law firm or something and they're up to be partner.
Ooh.
And they're having like a dinner, an invite to the house for like the weekend maybe. And there's going to be like different activities.
Yeah.
And it's like a get to know you. And there's going to be some funniness that happens, some drama that happens.
Is it like you're just saying the genres? There's going to be some comedy, there's going to be some drama. So are you saying that so it's like a competition. They're both like competing to see who gets
Yes.
So it's a feat of strength type situation.
And there'll be like different like I can picture like he lives in like this big old mansion and there's like
who lives in this big old mansion?
I don't know if we know who that is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe I didn't give it to you.
Yeah, maybe you didn't give it to me.
Okay, all right.
But, you know, there's like maybe like some skeet shooting that goes on over the
shooting,
water.
yeah, because they're rich.
Exactly.
Shooting shotguns.
Of course.
Yes.
And perhaps there's an accident with the shotgun.
Oh,
you never know.
Comedy ensues.
You never know.
Yeah, I like it.
But there'll be like different things like that. There might even be like croquet.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yeah,
play something like that.
Yeah.
But then there'll be like a hijinks at like a dinner party or something, trying to sabotage each other. But that's what I'm gathering.
All right, all right. You leaned heavy on the Seth Rogen. Like, you're doing a lot of the Seth Rogen slapstick comedy stuff.
Not as much as I could have gone.
Yes,
I
but
mean, I could have gone like Pineapple Express.
you could have. Or This Is the End. Another great Seth Rogen.
That is a good one, yeah.
No, but you had the couples right. In fact, you got the couples right. So in the movie, Olivia Wilde and Seth Rogen are together, and Ed Norton and Penelope Cruz are together. Nice. So they are couples.
Okay.
But the invite synopsis is Joe and Angela, which are Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde.
Okay.
Their marriage is on thin ice. Uh-oh. When they invite their enigmatic upstairs neighbors for a dinner party, and the night spirals into unexpected places.
Ooh.
So I watched the trailer for this because that's so vague, right?
It is.
Definitely some swinger vibes in this movie.
Okay.
But that's the you were close. You had the romance part. You had the couples right. You had comedy ensues from hilarity. And
I really wanted to say that like the couples, swing a little bit.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
You were close, man. I thought you were gonna go there when I was like, oh, you got the couples right. Let's see where he goes. But yours sounds good too. I could see Ed Norton and Seth Rogen getting all sorts of hijinks at their bosses, trying to wow them.
Yeah.
You went straight to the ski tune. You got detailed in there.
A little bit.
Like it. All right, so that's the invite. All right, next one up. It's called Power Ballad. Power Ballad. Now, this one has Paul Rudd.
Okay.
And I know you know this guy, Nick Jonas of the Jonas Brothers fame.
Can I just stop you right there? Because I think I know.
Oh.
These guys have got to be part of like an 80s like rock group that goes around and plays at like, I don't know if it's restaurants or festivals or something, trying to like make it big, and they're like trying to be like Poison or something.
Okay, so like they're like a cover 80s hair metal band?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Is that all you got? Anything else? You're so close.
I don't know why I stopped you. I should have gotten as much info as I could have. I just was like,
I mean, those are the big ones. I mean, it's definitely a dual feature in the sense of there's two leads, and it's going to be Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas.
Okay.
All right, so that's a hint. The genre is comedy, drama, music.
Yeah.
Musical. It's not really musical, but that's what it's giving a genre. So you're going to stick with they're 80s cover band that are going around festivals trying to make it big. So
then maybe Paul Rudd, because typically he plays kind of like the dodo loser type guy.
Okay.
You know, the underdog.
Yes.
And Joe Jonas is, well, he's obviously a talent. So perhaps his cover band is like the number one in the tri-state area or something.
Who, Nick Jonas?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Paul Rudd wants to take that over. So there's some big competition for the best cover band.
Oh, so they're in
competing cover bands. Yes.
Going for the tri-state.
Yeah.
All right. I would watch that movie. I would watch Power Ballad written and directed by Chance Semko. You're not 100% there. So Rick, played by Paul Rudd.
Okay.
He's a washed-up wedding singer, so there's some similarities right there. You got that. And Danny, who's Nick Jonas, is a fading boy band star, so he's really playing into his life.
Yeah.
And they bond over music. Like, it looks like in the trailer, Paul Rudd's character plays at a wedding that Nick Jonas' character is at.
Okay.
And they bond over music, and they have a late-night jam session where Danny takes Rick's song. Rick has a song that he's been making for a while, and Danny takes it and he turns it into a hit. And then Rick sets out to reclaim the recognition that he believes he deserves. So it's a story of Paul Rudd giving him pretty much singing him his song, and Nick Jonas' character taking it and making it his own and getting all the credit for it. Power Ballad.
Ooh, I like that. Good title then.
Right?
That's a good movie though.
I could see Paul Rudd as a washed-up wedding singer.
Oh, no doubt.
That's right to where you need to be. So but I would watch yours too.
I like mine.
Cover bands fighting for, a tri-state trophy, best '80s hair band.
Taking it like way too seriously, over the top.
All right. So this one you're not going to know the actor, so I'm not even going to try and give them to you.
Okay.
Right?
Oh.
I'm going to give you just the name and just the genre.
Okay.
So this is going to be a little bit more challenging, but I think you got it in you.
Thanks, man.
So it's called Hungry.
Okay.
That's it. Hungry.
Hungry.
And it's horror and thriller. Had to throw a little horror in there for you. Hungry.
The mind is going into so many different places.
All right.
I mean,
try and center that wild mind of yours.
I mean, I'm thinking that there's gonna be like a cannibal, like a neighbor is like a cannibal or something.
Ooh, yeah.
And is hungry.
Yeah, for flesh.
Or maybe it is just I don't know. I'm not. I don't know what keeps coming to mind, but like the cocaine bear kind of comes to mind.
Cocaine bear, yeah, I like it.
That there's just like the family's out in the cabin or something, and bears trying to get in and eat them.
Just hopped up on coke.
Yeah.
Or maybe this one's got heroin.
Yeah, just be more relaxed, I think. Maybe meth.
Meth, yeah, meth bear. Hungry. Okay.
Hungry. That doesn't give me a lot to
I know,
work
it
with.
doesn't. I'm not going to give you... I told you this one's going to be the hardest one.
And horrors are not... I don't watch a lot of horrors, so it's tough. That's tougher for me to figure out.
Okay. Can I give you one more hint?
Sure.
So, this is like a B-movie horror, like, idea. So think B-movie. Don't think,
Like the Jerry Seinfeld B-movie?
No, that's terrible. We're not. That was his low point. Let's not go. Or the Pop-Tart movie that he did. I've heard that was terrible. Unfrosted, did you ever see that?
No, I kind of wanted to, but I did not hear good things.
Did not hear good things. We're getting off topic here.
I'm trying to get away from this one.
Hungry B-movie. I could give you...
All right, look, it is just somebody that eats
I'll give
way
you a
too
hint.
much.
I'll give you one more hint because
Okay.
I'm not giving you... It is a creature feature. Creature feature.
Okay. So then it's obviously some type of alien
Okay.
that comes down to Earth and just has to eat people to stay alive.
Okay. So he's doing it because he has to live, and he has to
live.
feed
Yes.
on humans.
Yes.
Not even close.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be.
You were thinking creature like monster. I meant actual animal creatures. So the storyline for Hungry is after becoming lost in the Louisiana swamplands, a group of holiday makers must fight for their lives against a rampaging hippo on the loose. Hungry hippo.
Damn it.
Oh man, and the still shots are all I could hope for. It's just this hippo just swallowing up, this massive hippo swallowing up a human being. It just looks hilarious. So I had to put this in here. So I gave you three ones. You got The Invite with Ed Norton, Seth Rogen. You got Power Ballad with Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas. And then you got Hungry with a massive Louisiana hippo.
Weirdly, I think Hungry would be the one I think I might actually see.
Get out of here, really?
I kind of I liked Anaconda.
There you go. It's right in that
I
same
do
ilk.
kind of like Jaws. We know I like
Jaws. That's right. Jaws rules. Hungry rules.
So these are kind of up my alley a little bit of trying to have to get away from an attacking animal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Hungry's the number one. Who had that on their bingo card?
Piranha. Did you ever see
Piranha 3D.
I didn't see that one.
Oh,
I
you
saw
didn't
the
watch that one?
original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Piranha 3D. That had Adam Scott in it, didn't it? From Parks and Rec?
It might have. He's all over the place. He does a lot of different things.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty well-rounded actor.
He just did a horror movie.
Did he? Well, are we done with the segment?
Yes.
Okay, because I did want to say. So I do want to know your opinion. Was he in one of those horror flicks that has been booming? That's
so
out
not
there
Obsession.
now?
Obsession. I am obsessed with seeing Obsession. I need to see this movie.
Okay.
I want to see that. And then there's one called Backrooms
Yes.
that's also getting blown up.
Yeah.
He's not in that one.
Okay.
He's in another one, but it's also getting really rave reviews. Adam Scott. I'm gonna, vamp for a little bit while I try and find out what movie it is.
Because these movies, apparently, one of them was a $3 million budget that made
Dude, Obsession was $750,000 to make.
And it's YouTubers that have made it.
That's them. Yeah.
Which is weird because I love it because I think us millennials, we've been saying it, I think, for so long. every major studio just wants to make like these tent-pole-y things, and we're sitting here saying, please make something different.
Yeah.
Come up with something new, come up with something unique, and like we might actually think about going to see it. But they just didn't want to listen. And so sometimes, as much as I'm like these YouTube creators, I'm like, kids are going to strive to be YouTube content people. I'm like, I don't think that's how it's going to work. But this is what works.
Success stories.
This is what happened.
Right?
Like, good on them. Maybe Hollywood and everyone else will actually jump on that bandwagon, and we can finally stop seeing. What is the stupid movie you mentioned? Superhero or
Supergirl.
No, the other one.
Masters of the Universe.
I mean, come on, man. Like, stop sending these superhero movies out.
People keep going to see them.
Well, that's part of the problem.
But you know what's cool about those YouTube guys that did the movie Obsession is that if you watch some of their little skits that they do, they're like based in comedy. They're comedic like actors that like just went into it, and it reminds me of Jordan Peele.
Yep.
Yes, Jordan Peele.
Yep.
Who's a great comedic mind, and then he just seamlessly gave us like 3 or 4 incredibly great horror movies. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Genre bending. Adam Scott's in a new movie called Hokum.
Okay.
And this is also getting really good reviews. And it's a horror writer that visits an Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes, unaware that the property is said to be haunted by a witch.
Okay.
And it's getting really good reviews.
Good for Adam Scott.
Yeah, man. So, go see Hungry Hippos, but without the extra hungry and the hippos. Trying to play cool. Paraballad, The Invite. Don't go to the tent poles. They're going to make enough money.
I know.
Help out with some of these. These are good actors in
They are.
more meaty roles. And we're going to take a bite out of the meat of the AL East. The meat of the East
Let's
next.
do
Because
it.
we're going into baseball,
Yep.
my friend. We mentioned this on our last podcast that we were going to break down each division. And we're going to give some of the highlights. Who's impressed us? Who do we think we still have as winning the division? We'll compare that with what we said early in the season. Are we sticking to our guns? Are we maybe having second guesses? I made a huge mistake. And any mountain comebacks that we could possibly see. So let's go ahead and start out, man. So I think that we might have a lot of similar answers, but I'm going to try and kind of pivot on you. But who has impressed you most out of the AL East?
It's definitely Tampa. Like, without a doubt. And they're actually not doing it with as... Like, the pitching has been okay. Not great. They're one of the worst fielding teams. They don't hit for a lot of power. They hit for a high average. But it just seems like when they got runners in scoring position, they are taking advantage. Like, they are... I think it's such a fine line, though. I don't know if they can maintain it. But, man, power to them because, I mean, they're low payroll.
Yep.
They just seem to keep finding guys, fit them in there, different strategies in each game. And it just seems like a different guy every day is coming up. And I've been right about a lot in fantasy football this year, or baseball this year. And I told you at the beginning of the year, the guy that I think was my best pick, Jonathan Aranda, is doing so well for them right now.
I'm not going to lie.
So, yeah, Tampa Bay has been by far the biggest surprise. I did not see them. What are they, like 14 games over 500?
Yeah, just about.
I had them probably more at around 1 or 2 games above 500 at this point.
Yeah. So they're 13 games above 500 right now. They're actually on a slight slippage. They've lost 3 in a row. But you can't argue. I'm not going to say the Yankees have impressed me because, everybody expected the Yankees to be where they are with their payroll and having one of the best hitters in the league. And they just keep stacking that offense. Garrett Cole's back.
Yeah.
So he's pitching. And Fried's been doing pretty well for the Yankees. Is he still hurt, Fried?
I think he...
But he started out really hot. And they've got arms. It's always an arms race, and they've got arms.
That's where they've impressed me. Schlitter.
Yeah,
Schlitter on fire.
Yeah, Warren. Yep. So, but I can't give it to him because, again, everybody expects them to be top. Tampa's the obvious choice of who's impressed the most because, again, to your point, they've been doing it with people that, the flyby baseball fan, you could name 7 of their 9 hitters and they would have no idea who you were talking about or what team did they play for. Aranda's been playing. Yandy Diaz is kind of, just cruising along. He's batting .315.
Leading the league in hitting, I think.
Yeah. Jimbo's boy, Camineri's got 14 dingers.
Yeah.
They got 3 guys, including boy Aranda, that's got double-digit hitters coming into June. Aranda's got 11, Diaz has got 11, and Junior's got 14. Rasmussen, McClanahan, even Steven Matz, kind of a resurgence for Steven Matz on that team.
Finally.
They just got to stay healthy. Rasmussen and McClanahan, I'm impressed by them, but I'm worried because those guys just cannot stay healthy for an entire year. So I'm impressed from now. Bleeding into, do I have them winning the division? No. I don't have them winning the division because I just don't know if they can sustain this as long as they have. Lightning in a bottle, good defense, like you said. They aren't blowing the doors off. Not good. Not good defense. And all it takes is 1 or 2 of those big arms to go down, and they're going to be kind of free falling.
Yep.
So I love seeing it. And I love seeing a small market team take on the big guys and punch them in the mouth. But I'm not confident that they're going to be able to sustain this through the rest of the division. So I'm sticking with Yankees winning the division. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's got to be the Yankees. Toronto's got the talent, I think, to go on a run to challenge. Cease is on the IL. They don't really have a bona fide closer. But if Louis Varland can become a closer, if Cease can come back and just be the same pitcher that he was. So
you don't think Hoffman can get it right for Toronto?
Man, I think that World Series just did him in, man. I think that's sitting in his head, and, he just had that.
Rent-free.
Yeah, of course. How could it not? I mean, the guy, Rojas, their worst hitter, hit the game-tying home run off of you in Game 7 of the World Series. Like, your team had it. They were ready to pop the champagne. But
you still got the Yankees winning the thing.
Yeah. Vlad Jr. needs to hit more than 3 home runs.
That's unbelievable, man.
He's batting almost 300. Good on him. But they need him to be driving in more runs.
Yeah.
And if they can't get that on par, New York, with their pitching, they're a monster right now. It seems like they're going to just run away with it. But it's going to be, I think, a close finish for second in, the wild card.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah, again, the Yankees, if they can get Fried back, I mean, again, it's an arms race, and if they got Cole at 100%, if they get Fried at 100%, Schlittler keeps pitching the way that he is, Warren keeps pitching the way that he is. They've still got Rodon on the Yankees too, and I mean, have him as a 5. That's impressive.
He's an innings eater guy, anyways.
Yeah.
And that offense, okay, so you'll win 8-7, but he'll go 6 innings for you or something.
Yeah. And you got some vets on that team that are turning the clock back. Goldschmidt's been pretty good for them.
Lately, especially, too. Yeah. He's just got to be a good clubhouse guy anyways.
Yeah. So they're going to be hard to beat. You kind of led to the next question I was going to have. So, we since we're locals and I'm wearing my Nats shirt, wearing the President's running right here, we'll always remember that Nats comeback come June, 19-31. And they came back, and that's the year that they won the World Series, right? Does anybody in the AL East right now that maybe is underperforming, does it have that juice? And I'm kind of leading with this because you already brought it up, but are you sticking with the Blue Jays with this one?
No, I'm going to go with the Red Sox.
Really?
I am. I think that the Red Sox, look, I think people forget that Crochet isn't out there on the mound right now. Roman Anthony is down.
Yeah.
Their statistics are really not that far off from Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay's went on a run like they've gone on. They're 13 games over 500 right now.
Yeah.
With pitching is about spot on Boston. Boston's gotten better as of late. And hitting, they're both the same teams. They're not hitting for as good an average, Boston, but they're just in the same positions as home runs. They get the same amount of walks. They're maybe just not driving in as many of these guys, but they've got talent on that roster that they can manufacture some runs. And if that pitching with Crochet and Suarez and your boy Sonny Gray.
And my boy, boy, he's on your team.
I know, and he's been pitching well. But they've got that Tolley who's been pitching well
Tolley's
lately.
Been pitching great.
Their bullpen has been okay. I'm not saying that they'll go on that kind of run, but if you just saw what Tampa Bay's doing, and Boston is a very similar team.
Yeah, the way it's built.
Yeah, the way it's built, I could see them doing it.
All right.
I'm kind of rooting for it too.
Yeah, I can tell. No, I mean, the team that I think has the most likely chance to make a pretty rampant turnaround, you mentioned, is the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sub 3 under 500 right now. I think they're 29-31 or something like that.
Yeah.
I should probably have that in front of me. But here's the reason why I think they have a chance. You'd be hard pressed to find a team that's gotten bitten by the injury bug more than the Blue Jays.
That's true.
And I mean, you just look at some of the pitchers, and again, some of them might be past their prime, but maybe they still got a little bit in them. But when you've got Dylan Cease on the IL, you've got Scherzer on the IL, you've got Shane Bieber, who still has he pitched an inning for the Blue Jays yet?
No,
he's still on the IL, trying to fight back. You got Barrios, who's an inning eater. He's not going to be great, but he has his moments.
He was one of your favorite.
God, I just kept giving him second chances, and he kept burning me. And maybe he's about to burn me in my analogy here. But even Bieber, Scherzer, Cease, Gausman's been pitching very, very well. They've got the starting pitching to be. And you remember, he was DW's guy. That's Bowden Francis.
Yeah,
he's on the IL. But I don't know if he's coming back this year because I think he had to get UCL reconstruction or something like that.
They're 29 and 33.
29 and 33. So, 4 games under. What did I say? 3 games under?
Yeah.
Whatever. And then, you look at, arguably what was their biggest free agency pickup, 2 years ago, is Santander. He's still in the IL, too.
Yeah.
But he's got talent. So I could see if those guys come back healthy and if, to your point, Vlad wakes the hell up and he starts hitting for power again, I could see them making a run.
But you got to hope that George Springer has what George Springer had last year. And I don't know if he can do that. I think that was a random year because he'd been so bad after he left Houston and then had that great year. I don't know. I don't know if I would put my eggs in a George Springer basket. Yeah.
He's just so streaky right now. He might be one of the streakiest ball players in the league right now. I don't know. You can never know what to predict.
But maybe he will get hot in late July and August, and they could just go on some massive run.
Yeah, you know I know he's hot right now? He's so hot right now. Second time I did this. No, because Will Billy has him, and we were knocking him so much, and he's like, look, he's doing so good right now. And then he immediately goes into, you want to trade for him? I'm like, no, get out of here. I don't want George Springer out of here.
Second you trade for him is when he's going to start sucking.
Yeah. Well, but because he's so fluky, he's just such a fluky guy. But yeah, Will Billy's flying high on George Springer, and he's trying to hold on to third. I just leapfrogged him. I'm back in second in fantasy, baby, right where I belong, my friend.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm looking up at you.
It's hard to see you down there.
It's so strange for you to be in a position of you're looking down on somebody since you're such a short king.
I know. I'm enjoying
DJ Stepstool. Speaking of DJ Stepstool, I just took him to Pound Town on this last week. DW, how's my dub taste in your mouth? Come on, let's go. Yes, I did get to knock off both Semko and DW. Not in back-to-back weeks. No. I think I had a week in between where I think I mollywopped Grizz. And I won in the same fashion, 6-5. Yep. That's my lucky 2 numbers there. I should play the lotto with 6-5 in there somewhere.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't know who to root for in that matchup,
you knew
honestly.
Exactly who to root for.
Yeah, DW.
Plus on Sundays. So for those of you who know, I picked up JJ Bleday, pickup of the year so far for the Cincinnati Reds. And he's just tearing the skin off the ball right now. And he of course, DW just considers me the luckiest man on earth sometimes.
You are a lot of times.
And I picked this guy up, and he's just, again, tearing the skin off the ball. And he goes up, and he hits 3 that week going into Sunday. Yeah. And I think I told DW, or DW told me, he's like, I swear to God, if Bleday hits another home run, I'm going to lose my mind. And sure enough, on Sunday, he hits 2 doubles, and one of them hits the freaking wall. I was like, God, I wanted that thing to go over the fence.
He had, I want to say, there was something, I think, on Monday morning, if I can find it, that was in the little Yahoo when you click on the guy that talked about JJ Bleday. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
But it basically literally said something that you don't see that very often, where it was basically
like, trade him now.
It was like, this run is over. He can't continue to do this. So I hope you got what you wanted out of him. And then he had the 3 home run and all those RBIs for you that week.
Yep.
It is just nuts. But I just couldn't help but every time I would check and I'd see Bleday with another home run, I'm like, I gotta text Dwight, make sure he's okay.
Well, DW, he's got to take this as a consolation, right? Or he's got to take this as a, what do they call it when you lose, but you call it a win? What am I talking about here? It's
Yeah, Yeah, I know what you mean though.
It's like a motivational winner, or it's like
you take it like some positive.
Some positive. So
positive.
because I was up 8-3, and I thought I had this thing in the bag, and I needed one walk to take another category going into Sunday. I had a full lineup. I had 9 guys going, and not a single freaking walk on Sunday.
It's
Unbelievable, unfreaking believable. And on Sunday, I tied them in quality starts, and freaking Jack Leiter 5 2/3.
Oh, that's right.
10 strikeouts.
That's right.
No runs. Give him that last out. God, unbelievable. But yeah, that went from an 8-3 down to a 6-5. So, DW, I still own you. Hey, regular, you were giving me all that crap when I lost the tiebreaker in fantasy hockey finals because I didn't have the tiebreaker. Well, guess what? I got the tiebreaker on you.
Hey,
DW, I got the tiebreaker on you
we
right
play
now.
Again before the end of the year.
Yeah, you better hope it goes a little different for you there, friendo.
Well, it depends on when I play you, because my 2 top dogs.
Did Ellie officially go on the IL?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's out, I think, 2 to 4.
Ooh, not as bad as Murakami, your boy.
I know.
6 to 8. I guess it's down to 5 to 7.
Now he went over to like Germany to get some like.
Oh God, is he getting that Christian McCaffrey action?
I think so.
that little boy hamstring attachment or something like that.
He's getting some kind of platelet shot or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, get the same guy Lance Armstrong had. Get that blood flowing in.
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
But yeah, DW, I'm afraid you still got to kiss the feet, kiss the ring, and kiss the feet. But it's better than me making you drink my sweaty feet water, because apparently that's a thing now too. I can't believe what some of these people are doing right now. But this came out from one of those. So you've heard of Comic-Con.
Of course.
And I'm sure there's a sports con that you probably looked at going into before too.
No, but there is a PodCon.
PodCon.
For podcasters.
Looks like we got somewhere to be. But did you know there's an anime con? You know what anime is. You're not a big anime guy.
It's like the Pokemons.
Oh, it's not Pokemons.
Or like Dragon Balls.
Dragon Balls.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah,
or Naruto. Seabear's our big anime guy. He could probably rifle.
Really?
Oh, yeah, man. He likes that One Piece show, I think. And he just kept trying to get me to watch Naruto, or I'm probably butchering that name.
What would you rather do first? Would you rather watch anime Naruto or do CrossFit?
Oof. Jesus. Can I just just kill myself? Jesus.
No, that is the third option, I guess. You know.
I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm really just grappling with this. Because they both have pros and cons.
Yeah.
Pro is that if I do CrossFit, I'm exercising, so
Yeah.
that's a positive. But then I probably would hate it the whole time.
Probably hurt your back,
And then
hurt something.
Yeah, Naruto, it's like I just get to relax on a comfy couch, hopefully, and just watch something, but I might have zero interest in it. So either way, I'm wasting an hour of my life, probably. It equals out.
It equals out.
So yeah, I guess I would do Naruto because there's less likelihood that I could hurt myself.
That's true.
Just sitting there watching it, I could probably make myself want to hurt myself, but that's about it. But anyways, back to the so there was an anime con in California, of course, because it's San Jose. It was called Fanime Con, so I guess it was anime for fans or whatever.
Yep.
But apparently there were cosplayers there. You know what cosplayers are?
Yeah, they dress up as like the characters.
Yes,
in
there you
those
go.
shows.
You're kind of figuring it out there. So there was a cosplayer that I was there that was selling glasses of fruit juice steeped in their own feet. So they were taking, I don't know, cranberry juice and apple juice, and like it's a big Yeti cooler, and just sticking their feet in there, and they were selling glasses of this sweaty feet water juice to people. Is that disgusting enough, or is it more disgusting that she was charging $10 to $15 per glass, and she sold out in about an hour?
It's not surprising to me. None of this stuff is surprising to me anymore.
Feet water? Disgusting. So the foot juice was just fruit juice in again from a plastic bucket that they dipped their feet into. $10 to $15 price tag. And again, according to multiple reports, the foot juice sold out in less than an hour. Ugh.
That is absolutely gross. But these people that get so... I know this isn't going to be like the best example, but I mean, when you talk... if you know how many like Star Wars like super fans there are?
Yeah.
Just equate that to this. Like they'll look at anything that George Lucas would put out. They'd almost do anything, buy anything. you'd like say something negative about Star Wars, they like defriend you almost. Like it just seems that way in the anime world. But I don't know, or like cosplay type stuff. Like those people that are in it are like in it like big time, and this is just part of that world. I guess.
First off, I've never gotten that like the understanding. I cannot find anything more disgusting and then the foot, the people that are interested in foot stuff.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm with you. I don't get like the foot stuff either. So there obviously it's a fetish. There are those that like that. So this is just part of it.
Oh my God. It's just, I mean, like, I couldn't even see this happening in real life without vomiting. It sounds absolutely disgusting.
What if, like...
What kind of fruit juice would be best with feet juice?
I was thinking like a good old jungle juice. Like
so there has to be alcohol.
So you all used to whip up.
We did. We did have a big cauldron. And we were doing this.
You had like the Gatorade cooler.
Yeah, yes we did. So that's the same thing except with feet. So you think that maybe that would you think because the alcohol sterilizes it and you're
that
like,
would help.
Yeah? Or you're just hoping that it just numbs you from the taste and you're
like, what about this? What if like we're in college?
Okay.
Picture whoever you thought was the prettiest girl in college.
Doesn't matter. No names.
Doing that.
No.
Don't you think there'd be a line of guys?
There would be. There would probably be a line of guys.
So I look at
I would not be one of those guys.
I wouldn't either. I'm not a foot guy. I mean, maybe if I wanted to... Okay, if it's jungle juice and it's going to kind of get me where I need to go, I mean, maybe... Plus two, maybe the experience.
So, yeah, we're talking about it's like, hey, Will Belly would do it just for the experience.
So I think some of the people that bought it were for that too, but there's just some weird people out there.
You know what I could see? Actually, I could see DW buying it, drinking it, and then spitting it in the girl's mouth. Or spitting in the girl's, so it's like, I could see him doing that. Because he's done that to us before.
Of course.
Not with feet juice, but just regular stuff. But no, outside of the alcohol, I'm thinking... It's got to be a very tart juice to get away from the feet taste, like pineapple juice.
Do you really think the feet would... I'm thinking like a tart cherry.
Tart cherry, cranberry might do it.
Some prune?
Oh, man.
Who'd want to drink that?
Yeah, that sounds disgusting. I'm getting more grossed out the more we talk about this. Bah! But that's you said, like you said, there's people that would, just get a kick out of this type of thing. In the same vein, this is right up your alley. Maybe you're not into drinking feet juice.
Okay.
But how would you like to drink some goth girl spit? Because apparently let me phrase it this way. Would you what if it was a goth girl spit energy drink?
On board.
Yeah, because there's good for you because there is such a thing. Apparently there is a company that has started to promote a goth girl spit energy drink. So it's called White Phosphor. They've announced a collab with Echelon, a bunch of words I've never even heard of before, to form a new drink that had fans equally confused and curious.
Agreed.
So it's apparently good. They're touting it as the world's greatest energy drink. Yes, it's real. Goth Girl Spit, zero sugar.
Yep.
Energy drink.
Perfect. Natural or artificial caffeine, though?
I don't know. I haven't got that far.
That's fine.
But apparently they went on sale on May 28th, and shocker because there are just deviants all over the freaking world. It's already sold out. You can get a pack of 12 for about $36, and apparently the reviews are fairly positive. I'm assuming that this does not literally have Goth Girl Spit in it. If that is one of the ingredients, what is wrong with people?
What do they have? Just like an assembly line, and she just like spits into each can as it goes by.
Or she's just got a big tub that she's been spitting in like all year, and she's like, it's gonna have to be one drop at a time. You got a lot of distribution out of saliva.
I want to try it. I absolutely do. But I'm a complete sucker for any new energy drink, any new flavor, any brand. Bring it. I did find the Liquid Death from the Super Bowl. They did the energy drink commercials.
Yes.
I actually had one on my way over here today.
You did?
It was okay. It's all natural. I kind of like some of that fake stuff. Zero sugar, though.
Zero sugar. Hey, just make sure you got that.
But no, it was okay. But it was good. It was only like 100 milligrams of caffeine. The Tropical Terror.
Tropical Terror.
Be ready.
Okay.
Look, this whole Goth Girl spit, it's the same thing as Liquid Death. They're just doing some crazy good marketing for it all.
Yeah.
So, yes, I mean, but it's brilliant to do because it gets you. It got us literally talking about it because it's got a crazy name.
It's made it on the pod. Yeah, so Echelon, the company, apparently they described it as being citrusy, but it's not crazy sweet. But again, there is a bit of a caveat to the product. It said that real goth girl spit was only used for testing purposes. So there was a portion of this that actually did contain goth girl spit.
See, I would rather have the feet juice than the spit. Yes.
You think that's less gross?
To me, like 100%.
Have you ever had anyone like spit in your mouth?
No.
Not like making out, but just like.
No. I had a guy spit on me at a soccer game once, though.
Did it get you in your mouth?
It was on my. It was like on my neck almost.
Okay, well, that's not the same.
But no, I don't ever want anyone to. Have anyone spit in your mouth?
Well, my kids sneeze in my mouth, which is worse.
Yeah, that's not.
But it's not on purpose.
I got thrown up on my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was not pleasant.
No.
Yeah,
on your face?
Yeah.
Were you laying down? What happened?
Yeah. Yeah. Like we were.
You're like, I take feet juice to the face all day over that.
Like we were at a party and we were like, party was like winding down, and I was getting along with this girl, so we were just gonna kind of like do a little maybe something.
Oh, okay.
And we're kind of waiting for everyone to like quiet down, and then she got really like kind of quiet, and then all of a sudden we were facing each other. And it just all came out.
Oh, no.
I jumped in whoever's house it was, shower for like 30 minutes. I had to wear like I got like the tightest like wife beater shirt because it was like just in a closet or something to wear. I didn't go to bed like the rest of the night. No. I was like so thrown off by all of that.
Traumatized. You are traumatized.
Yeah.
That is a traumatizing moment.
It was rough.
And it's like every time you ever like next time you get closer, it's like, you're gonna throw up on me.
Oh
yeah.
Yes.
Are you feeling okay? Is your tummy okay? You got a tum tum?
She was so embarrassed by it.
Oh, I can imagine. Did she just never want to see you ever again for this reason?
So it was one of those where like go home for like winter break or something, and would see her a couple of times. Then we went our separate ways. So it was kind of like, thankfully,
it ran its course.
It ran its course, and then I don't know if we really hung out with the same people. I might have seen her like once or twice after that.
Yeah, it's like you have to change friend groups.
It stunk because it was like we had been running into each other for like a couple years.
And you're like, this is finally gonna happen.
And then,
no.
And then it's like
she had that visceral response. She's like, "Wah."
No thanks. I didn't think that, but
no.
Yeah,
she obviously probably partied a little too hard.
Yes, I think we all did a little bit.
I mean, but pick your battles.
So yeah, I guess to me, like,
if anything, that's a compliment to you. It is a compliment to you that she was feeling that ill, but she did not want to miss this opportunity with the Jason Semko.
That's what I like to think too.
Yeah,
because it is worth it.
It is.
I think. I don't know.
That feet juice is worth the squeeze. Yeah, but selling feet juice, disgusting. Goth Girl Spit energy drink. What are the we're coming to? But we do have another spit take because something big happened in the NFL this last week, man. Spit take Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams.
I guess nobody is literally off the trade tables ever.
I mean, but are you surprised that if anyone was going to pull this off, it was going to be the Rams?
Not at all.
This is just their MO.
It is. Good on them, man. They've got some brilliant minds that work in that front office.
I don't know. They're either brilliant or insane.
Crazy, yeah.
Or a little bit of both. Maybe you got to be a little crazy to be a genius.
You got to have that guy that comes in that is just kind of like, you know what? What do we got to do to get Myles Garrett on this team? Like, what could we legit do? And run through those scenarios. And maybe they saw something where they're like, I bet you we could. Let's offer.
And again, it's like, they've been doing this for a while, and everybody's talked it ad nauseum. Darkness put a good thing in our group chat of showing, like, the Rams' last, 10 first-round picks or something like that.
Yeah.
Didn't have any, traded them away.
I know.
The one guy that stuck around was Jared Verse, who was part of the trade package.
I know.
They're going over a confirmed talent to potential. A lot of people didn't like that Jared Verse got included in this because they're like, this was your future Myles Garrett potentially. Yeah. This guy could have been that, but their mindset is, why am I going to get a coulda when I got this guy right now?
Yeah.
But they also had to give another. They do not value their first round picks. I've never seen a team devalue their first round picks. Like, I mean, look what they did with this first round pick. They got Ty Sampson.
I know.
They are not valuing this as a first round grade. They're just like thinking towards the future. And they're like, yeah, we could have gotten this guy probably in the second, maybe the third, but we're just going to take him in the first because we don't value first rounds. We just don't.
I mean, if you really look back at a lot of it, it's probably 50-50 that they end up becoming like the stars that you think they are.
Yeah. So why not trade it for a guaranteed product out on the field? This guy just won Defensive Player of the Year. Just got the sack, single season sack.
Got it from TJ.
Got your boy, TJ.
That's okay. I mean, yeah, he's a great player. There's no doubt about it.
He's a monster. And now you're hearing the whispers, right, about Aaron Donald?
There's no way.
You don't think he's going to come back out of retirement?
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. To play against one of the greatest and be one of the greatest, you can't tell me that a guy like Aaron Donald isn't in playing shape right now.
See, I was wondering that. I don't know if he... Okay, there's I think, a big difference between, like, you getting on the field with NFL players and being in, like, shape. He might be in shape.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if he's NFL shape.
I think he's in NFL shape. I think he's ready to go. If he wanted to, I think he could.
I don't know if he's grabbing like the sleds and putting like, I don't know, 20 of the 45-pound weights on there and like slugging that thing back and forth on a football field. He might do like 5 of them and do it for like 20 yards. I don't know if he's in NFL shape.
But still, even if you get him in just a package of plays with both him and Garrett,
it's true. I mean, I'm sure he'd pick it up. You know, it'd be one of those where, like, mid-season he comes in and he's fresh and everyone else is, like, already a little sore.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, the Rams are already, top 5 teams, as far as odds to win the Super Bowl next year. They got to be won by a mile now.
Oh, of course. It's like having Aaron Donald again on that team.
It's crazy, man.
I couldn't. I mean, I'm glad that that's what they had to give up, though. I would have really thought that it wasn't enough that if they just got those picks. I didn't know that you could get Jared Verse for it.
Yeah.
But I was thinking they'd have to give up somebody else. But yeah, I mean, good on Cleveland, I guess.
How mad are you if you're Jared Verse right now? You're like, you freaking kidding me?
I know. I'd be so pissed. Because Cleveland is just the drudges.
But, I mean, so you kind of brought this up. So I think we can both agree that the Rams have to be the Super Bowl favorites right now. There's no reason not to. They took the world champions to the brink.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I would have to say so. I mean, hopefully Puka gets his act together.
Yeah.
But yeah, on paper, I think they've got to be.
I mean, you can't tell me that the Seahawks got stronger in the offseason. They lost their Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Rams didn't really lose anybody of merit, and they just gained the Defensive Player of the Year.
Plus, they also got 2 of the Chiefs' DBs to help shore up that secondary, right?
Yeah, with more first rounders.
Yeah.
Just giving them away. So who do you think? So you mentioned it. Who do you give Cleveland the dub on this trade? Who won the trade?
I think if you look at for like what you got, I think Cleveland won because you got a really good defensive player. Plus, you got some picks. But I look at like Myles Garrett. I mean, he might be at an all-pro level for another like 4 or 5 years. And 4 or 5 years in the NFL is an eternity.
Yeah.
So much other things can happen in that time. So I think the Rams won.
Yeah. It's hard not to give the Rams the dub.
Shador Sanders or Deshaun Watson is going to be Cleveland's quarterback. Like, what are they going to do to build a team that's going to be ready to win if you don't even have a good enough quarterback? So Cleveland might get some good pieces. So they'll have a really good defense, but they're going to be just mismatched with not a solid team anywhere. It doesn't look like. Yeah. Whereas the Rams are just built to win for the next 2 to 3 years, and then it just seems like, well, not 2 to 3, because Stafford's not going to play but so much longer. They're banking a lot on Ty Simpson.
Well, I mean, you could argue 2 to 3. You could argue that Stafford's got 2 to 3 more years.
Unless he gets he gets beat up a decent amount. He might, but he's got the age he could play 2 to 3 more years.
Yeah.
But yes, they've got a window of that long, and in the NFL, that's what you need.
Yeah. It's a cop-out on just clear who got the best talent for right now. It's the Rams, but the cop-out is that Cleveland won in the sense of they got what they needed because Myles was just going to waste away on that team. And by the time the Browns could potentially be ready to compete, it would be 2, 3, 4 years where he's only got one good year left.
That's
and then we're like,
done.
we just wasted it away. And they got rid of that massive contract that they gave him, too.
It's true.
They gave him so much freaking money. And now they're like, we're lifted off of that. We got a younger talent, a lot cheaper with a few more years of.
Yeah, but they'll have to pay him if he performs.
They're not going to. Like, I've already kind of established that. They're probably going to trade him too. But they can at least say at this point, they're like, hey, we got a talent back. So, hey, maybe if he really starts kind of blowing the doors off and they start inching towards some successful seasons, then, hey, he's got a longer shelf life than Garrett does. He just does. He's younger. He's younger by, 5 years?
At least, I think.
And then they got a first rounder out of it. The Cleveland's one of those teams that they need as much high level rookie talent as they can just take right now.
Yeah, even if it's not going to be like a top 15 pick, it's still a first rounder.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't believe that either of these teams agreed to this, to be honest with you. Like, I was shocked. I mean, the Rams just made out like bandits with this thing. But it wasn't the only high profile trade in the NFL, because the worst kept secret in the NFL, it became official when it was allowed to become official June 1st. A.J. Brown traded to the Patriots. Did this shock you in any way, shape, or form?
I think if you want to re-say what you said on our chat, you can go ahead.
I said it was the worst kept secret since Rossini Vrabel. Yes, I did say that.
Yes. I wanted to give you.
Apparently, that was a secret for us, but apparently not people that were in.
Apparently not. No.
In those inner circles, they're like, yeah, everybody knew about this.
That's like when we talked about the Shamar Moore and his side piece.
Yeah.
Like, everyone in
Everybody
Michigan knew, and it just didn't get out. And this was like the same thing.
Yeah. But I mean, the writing has been on the wall of this since the end of the season. AJ was going to go play with his buddy Vrabel up in New England.
Good for the Patriots. It's exactly what they needed.
And then I mean, like, the Eagles still got a first rounder out of this thing,
which I thought was a bit steep, but
it was.
I'm telling you, I think that teams now are just. They're not going to try to nickel and dime for everything. Like, look, if we really want this receiver and we feel like this receiver can get us over the hump, I'm not going to sit here and wait and hope to draft one next year in the first round and hope he pans out where I've got a bona fide one right here. So, yes, does it look like I'm going to maybe lose in the short term or long term because I'm giving up a first rounder? But I'm ready to win now. Yeah,
and I'm going to play both sides of this really quickly. Yes, I could say that, they gave up too much for a first rounder. But at the same time, if they're banking on, we're there, we just made the Super Bowl, our first rounder is going to be the last 2 or 3 picks.
Yeah.
Then it's not it's not as great of a value. So we're betting on ourselves that we're going to be so good that we're going to be so far back in that first round that it's not going to be nearly the value of what A.J. Brown can give us right now.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But on the other side, you're getting the talent, but you're also getting the attitude. And A.J. Brown has not been the perfect teammate in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Like, have you heard the most, and I don't know, it's like, I don't listen to gossip like Real Housewives, but I'll listen to NFL gossip all day. And apparently, do you know the like what's being buzzed around as to where A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts had their falling out? No. And what the reason behind it? So everybody, thought it was about a girl, and they said it was like, a woman thing, and the layman's was like, oh, it's because they were both dating the same girl, but no, apparently, and again, I'm not going to reveal my sources, but apparently the reason behind it was that Hassan Reddick and AJ Brown were both hooking up with the same girl, and she was a side piece for both. Okay. Side piece for both of them. And AJ, because AJ and Jalen were buds, they were close.
That's what I thought.
Like, I think AJ Brown was like a groomsman in Hurts' wedding.
Really? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, they were very close.
Okay.
But apparently, as the story goes, AJ Brown came to Jalen Hurts and was pretty much venting and just bitching about it and all this stuff, and he was complaining, blah, blah. And Jalen Hurts just shut him down. He's like, I don't care. I'm here for football. Like, that's what I'm here to do. And he was so football focused and football centric that it pissed off AJ Brown and and that was the start of their animosity because Jalen Hurts was too vested in the success, and I don't think that tracks because Jalen Hurts he might be limited talent wise, but man, the work ethic is there.
Yeah,
so that tracks.
Man,
But I mean, if that's the reason that you had this kind of falling out,
yeah.
But again, that's a wide receiver diva for you, man. That's what they do. They have the thinnest skin ever. Is he going to have the same situation with Drake May? I don't know. Maybe Vrabel can keep him in check because he did in Tennessee. Not that he needs to be kept in like a toddler, but hey, it's like, let's tone it down a little bit, man. We're here for the same goal. But you're getting the talent, but you're getting the attitude too.
Yeah, you are. But that's I guess that's the business of getting a good wide receiver, it seems.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be at least good for the first year.
So all things considered, man, who do you think won the trade on this one?
I think it's the Patriots again. I think you can see a theme with me. I don't value draft picks. I just don't. I think it's...
You're like the Rams. You're devaluing first-round picks.
I really am. I think that they are... I mean, look at some of these NBA teams that have just wanted to stockpile first-round draft picks. Not many of them end up panning out to be but so great. And you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what that team's going to be. I think to your point, it's going to be the 30... It's going to be like the 25th plus pick in the first round. A lot of these teams trade out of that or something. So what's not to say that the Eagles don't even like trade that pick for something at some point, which is good. It's good to have that, but you don't know what you're going to get with all the busts that could be out there.
Okay, Forrest Gump. You never know what you're going to get.
Life's like a box of chocolates.
First-round draft picks are like a box of chocolates.
They kind of are. You don't know if you're going to get that god-awful dark chocolate or if you're going to get like that milk chocolate. Like,
you like dark chocolate?
Not really. Like a mint chocolate or something, or you might get the one that's got all the coconut stuff on it.
That's what I'm
saying.
That's the 32 pick. That's the 32 pick. The 32 pick in the draft. It's the coconut chocolate.
Yeah, and that's like the guy that may or may not actually even make the squad in 2 years. So, yeah, get a bona fide, legit guy that you know can play at this level.
Okay.
I want that.
You want that. I'm kind of waffling because, again, it's like AJ's stats weren't fantastic last year. I know that he has the potential to be a one, but, you know, wide receivers also, not a lot of them have a very long shelf life. Has his best year or his best years behind him? And if so, did you really give up a first-round pick for him? I don't know. Like, wait and see. I'm not ready to just automatically default give the Patriots the win on this trade. Man, I might have to just... But I hate the Eagles, so yeah, I'll give the Patriots the win on the trade. I'll give them the win.
Just based on that.
But yeah, so the Eagles, the Birds, they release A.J. Brown. This apparently needs to be the theme because Birds are apparently releasing all over the place. So the next story I have for you, and this is where we're getting into the Dirty 30. Dirty Birds are the Falcons, but we're talking about the Eagles. We're getting back to the Birds, and there's a release, and we're getting into the Dirty. There's been a new... Scientific. It is science. It's science, Semko, because everybody wanted to know. It's on the top of everybody's mind, almost like the Roman Empire. You remember that whole Roman Empire bit where there was a trend where the ladies were asking men how often they think about the Roman Empire? Did you ever get on this trend?
Yeah.
So it's like this, except this one's far more important.
Yes.
It's the question on everybody's minds
For quite a while, actually.
because apparently, you know, birds, they like to have that tug snuggle. And they like to kind of just, release. And people want to know, is this... First they saw it as like, this is happening just in birds in captivity. And it's because we're keeping them captive. And they're anxious and they need to relieve stress. So they're plucking their feathers, if you will.
Yep.
But apparently there was one brave researcher in the University of Lancashire. Sounds British.
It's got to be.
Whose findings that they used with bird breeders and bird keepers. She had her team compile data of 120 different bird species, so they ran the gamut.
That's a lot.
It's not just your swallows and your blue-footed boobies.
Or your titmouses.
Man, just, no wonder they're cranking it. But across 22 bird groups, including parrots, ducks, chickens, and turkeys.
Okay.
You know what they found out? They found out that masturbation was more common in wild birds than in captive birds.
Really?
They just had more free time, I guess.
I love all this information.
Right? Both males and females, equal opportunists. It wasn't just the
men
on their perch, bird dropping or eavesdropping or snooping or swooping. And it was observed with both juveniles and adults.
Well, you got to assume it's the juveniles. I mean,
they're just exploring their bird bodies. Yeah. Absolutely.
So when I sit there and I'm like watching the birds at the bird feeder, and I just kind of like see this stuff dropping, I used to assume it was poop. I used to assume that, but now
don't be so sure.
Okay.
So you know how they say when a bird poops on you, it's good luck? Is it like extra good luck?
Well,
is it extra good luck if you get the other release hitting you?
Double the good luck, I guess.
Double your pleasure, man. Double the fun. So apparently, this is apparently this was come out because people were trying to suppress this natural feeling of birds needing to do this, and that can actually be more harmful than just allowing them to do it. So people, if you see a bird enjoying themselves, enjoying their bodies, just let them have their fun. Just let them do their thing, because you could be more harmful to them than just allowing them, just trying to stop them.
It's kind of like with us humans. I mean, you got to just let us live. You can't just try to put us all in like a glass case or something.
Or in a cage.
Birds. In a cage. I just got to believe that this guy from England, whatever his name was.
Okay, I love that you immediately assumed it was a guy. Actually, I'm just guessing by the name of Chloe Hayes. It was a woman.
Okay, it's a woman.
All right.
Like, I mean, is she just like zoned in with like a binoculars or unocular or something, and is just looking at this bird, looking to see if it's masturbating?
Can we get into like the logistics of it? Like, how does a bird,
kind of wondering that too,
do this?
Do they like get down?
The sharp beaks, man. Do you really want to mess with that? Or is it like friction?
Maybe they rub with the beak or something.
Okay.
Or with their wings.
They're rubbing their beak against their pecker. I see what you're doing there. all new meaning to woodpecker.
Yeah.
We're such children.
I saw this story and we're like, we have
to write it. It needs to be released to the public. The birds are releasing, so we release it.
I know you all out there are like, I don't know, 15 listeners. I know at some point in time you've thought about this, and now we have the answer for you, so you're welcome.
Well, and we're really saying this to all those people that own birds and feel terrible that, oh my God, my bird is so stressed that he's abusing his body or her body. It's
perfectly natural.
But it's perfectly natural, and they actually do it more in the wild. So if anything, you are preventing them because you're not giving them privacy to feel comfortable to do it on their own. So leave them alone.
Exactly.
Put some mood music on. So what would bird mood music be? Would it be bird calls?
I'm thinking like, maybe. I don't know.
Shake Your Tail Feathers by Nelly?
I was thinking maybe get like some Kenny G or something.
Kenny G?
You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Something like soft rock.
Now okay. Is that your go-to? You like the soft rock? Kenny G?
I don't know if it's like Kenny G, but, something like light. I don't know. I don't need like Hawthorne Heights up in there. Like, the U's like screaming in the background. Get some Taking Back Sunday in there, Cute without the E,
Cute without the E. Jesus. Well, now that we're on the topic too, it's like we're trying to normalize this. This is just people just or animals, animal kingdom that are just trying to live their lives.
Yep.
Well, did you know that we're normalizing doing this to help you live a more fuller life? There's also another scientific study. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I'm not looking for these articles. I kind of am. But sexologists. And yes, sexologists are a kind of doctor, PhDs, if you will. They also gave 4 reasons why you should tug snuggle before your first date.
Okay.
So everybody's seen, well, not everybody, but people of our generation have seen Something About Mary. Yes. And there's a very specific scene in that movie, and they have their own reasons, but that is stemmed and it's sewed in real scientific talk. So apparently, a sexologist said that they call it a pregame ritual, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
That says that this is going to help you have a more successful first date. Okay. Is if you take care of yourself before you take care of somebody else. All right? Can you give me a guess? What do you think are some of the reasons why doing this act would assist you in maybe making that first date turn into a second date?
Well, I like to think that it would definitely... Two that come to mind. One is I think it's going to calm you down a little bit.
Yes, all right. Well, I'll give you that first one right. Your nervous system will thank you. So obviously, during arousal, the brain gets a dopamine and endorphins boost. And after the finish, the apex, if you will, cortisol goes down, the whole storm of anxiety slows down, and you feel more loose and relaxed. So it almost gives you a more competitive advantage if you want to look at it that way.
I could see that.
Because you're acting like a normal human being. You're not all charged up.
Yep.
All right. Anything else? What are your other reasons?
I think the next one I have is it would help so that in case, I know maybe some people don't want to get busy on the first date, but in case you do, you're not going to finish that race like way too quick. Right?
You got that fast one out of the way.
Yes.
Gotcha. A little eagerness.
You want to last a little longer.
I guess this goes in this second when they said you'll actually be present. You'll be present. You won't be thinking about it too much, and maybe you'll be able to stay present a little bit longer.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
all right, dude, we're going to go in that same vein. But handling it beforehand clears the static. When that preoccupation where that's all you're thinking about is off the table, it's actually easier for you to listen. You're not thinking about it. You can engage with the person rather than mentally undressing them before every sentence.
Yeah, I was going to say before every sentence. Yeah, that would make sense if you don't. I'm like, that's going to happen regardless of if you... Tug snuggle? What
tug snuggle. I'm calling it a tug snuggle.
Okay, tug snuggle.
A little tug snuggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for the boys.
I like that.
Yeah. All right, and the last one, there's the third one because there's 4.
Okay.
The third one is you're less likely to make rash decisions or decisions that you'll regret, because when that's all that's on your mind, I remember times where I'm literally like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I driving 2 hours? Why am I agreeing to? I mean, you could fill in the blanks here.
Yeah.
Was there any time that you did something that you regret because all you can think about is that if I do this thing, I'm more likely to see her undergarments?
Yeah. I think we've all done a little something. I mean, I think I went to like a play with this one girl.
Okay.
Knowing full well that like I better be getting something out of this because this is the last place that I want to be. But I was more probably jazzed about going to it because knowing that probably was going to be the payoff. I didn't.
This is good. Yeah, Les Mis. All right.
Yeah, like,
or was
let's
it Mamma
go.
Mia?
Yeah,
what play was it? Do you remember what it was?
It was at school. I don't know. You know what it was? It was actually that one where it's like the 3 monkeys end up writing Hamlet.
I don't know.
There's like a thought where like
you put enough monkeys in a room though, and leave them there long enough that they'll be able.
It actually really wasn't that bad, honestly.
Okay,
but it was really
just cultured you
a little bit. It did help, but I couldn't help but think when you brought that up though, like in Seinfeld when Jerry's having the battle with like the penis in the brain.
Oh yes,
and it's like with the actress who is god awful.
Yeah,
and he's got to try to like put up with it, and like the brain is like, dude, we can't take this anymore. And the penis is like, come on, man, hang in there a little bit longer. Like, you know what's coming.
Yeah, it's a lot like the one that comes to mind for me is that this girl was into frisbee golf, frolf, if you will. And that was the first date she chose. And I was like, I can't stand this. But I'm going to grit my teeth and I'm going to do 18 holes of this ridiculous game with the opportunity in there. The other one that I can think of is that I pretended I liked coffee for about 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
We weren't dating at the time, but she would go to a coffee shop a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is how I'm going to get in. I'm going to go drink some coffee too.
Okay.
First time, I literally just had to copy what everybody else is ordering because I never order coffee. And I was just like, Dad, just give me one of those. That sounds good.
Nice.
Like 6 sips.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is good. And I love this so much. Hated it.
No, I did. That is to remind me. I knew there was another one in there, at least one more. No, I pretended that I like sushi.
I love sushi. You love sushi?
I do
at
now.
the time.
And plus, this was like Harris Teeter sushi. But
That's the cream of the crop.
But, all night, the girl was talking about how much she loves sushi. And I was like, oh, yeah, I like sushi, too. I think I'd had it once before. I hated it. But it was probably grocery store sushi. Mm-hmm. And so, Harris Teeter was open 24 hours. So it was like, oh, well, let's go walking. Like, let's get some sushi. And I was like, heck yeah, let's do it.
Was this when you were at college?
Yeah.
Because I had a girl who convinced me to go to Harris Teeter and get sushi late at night. We might have to talk out pod and find out if we're secret Eskimo brothers.
I think so. Ooh, maybe.
Oh my god!
Interesting.
A world is colliding. Seabear knows who I'm talking about too, because he was there when she coaxed me into leaving our apartment and going. But this is when we lived at University Suites. When were you talking to this girl?
What was University Suites on campus?
No, it was the off-campus place.
Oh,
No, you lived there with Bronco.
No, she was. It wasn't the new ones that were built that I lived in.
So this was like
this is CNU apartments. I think is what they called it.
Okay, so this is before University Suites for you. It was like sophomore year, something like that. Junior year,
sophomore or junior at the latest.
Oh man, I might be the little brother in this situation.
Ooh,
no.
Yeah, we'll talk. We gotta figure this one out.
Oh man, I thought I only had one Eskimo brother in our friend group. Might be more. We'll see. Yeah, so please, guys, it'll make you more comfortable on that first date. Of course, all of our friends are married. They don't have first dates anymore, so I don't got to worry about this.
I think you had didn't you have like a fourth?
I did have a fourth. The fourth reason is because it feels really good.
You're not wrong either.
Yes, I'm not wrong. No, but yeah, there's science behind it. Sexologists, they got their degrees by going to, I don't know, Wang University or something like that. I have no idea.
I did have, real quick.
But love is in the air, man. It's spring, man.
I know. I had a kid, a guy, when we were in high school, ran track. And, most guys, like, before they go run a race, they're, got to go to the bathroom or something.
Sure.
Like, just,
your pregame ritual. So,
a lot of times, it's part of the ritual. Sometimes it's because of nerves. Sometimes you're just like, I just want to be, like, as light as possible. So I think I was a sophomore, and the guy I was with, we were the same class, but I think we were sophomores. And so I think finally, he would always go and do his thing before the race. And I think he took like a while. And so I think everyone was like, dude, like, what takes you so long? Like, what do you go, like, number 2 all the time? Like, most of us just pee. And he's like, well, no. Like, I mean, I tug snuggle. Like, I get it out of the way. Like, I want to get all that stuff out of my system. And we're all, like, looking at him like, wait,
what?
But that makes you, like, tired. Why are you doing that? Like, doesn't that drain you? And he's like,
that's why you're so sweaty.
And he's like, I never even thought of that. Like, he was pretty fast, but we were all like, dude, you could be faster maybe. Like, what do you do?
Pent up.
But yeah, he'd go into like the bathroom or something and
just... What's he using in there? Like, I don't even want to know. You've heard about this, right? Like, I've heard like athletes that are saying, like, boxers, they're like, yeah, I do it right before a fight because it loosens me up.
Okay.
And there's an argument, I think, on both sides. I don't think there's some science behind it, but like, it's just what your mind comprehends. You're like, I need this pent up energy for the fight, or it's like I need the release.
I guess that's true.
Before your fight. I don't know. To each their own.
But yeah, you know what? I don't know if we got into any more deeper questions with them, but
no, that would probably be a screeching halt to a conversation. You're like, I'm never going to the bathroom with you again, ever. If I see you in a stall, I am leaving.
Yes, I know what you're doing in there.
or our friend group would just go in there and start doing like a weem away, a weem away, a weem away, a weem away, and start singing like in the jungle, the mighty jungle.
That's building some team unity, I guess. Yeah, some bonding.
Well, next week, guys, we're going to continue our walk through MLB. I think we're going to do the AL Central next.
Let's do it.
We're also going to be doing a World Cup draft. This is the first time we've done something along these lines.
Yeah.
Where we're actually going to take turns. What are we going to do? 4 picks each?
I think we should
each?
do 5 because I think the top 8 are pretty top heavy. So I kind of want to have us at least have maybe like a dark horse in there.
Okay.
1 or 2. You know, I don't know who we'll all pick, but there's 8 super solid choices, and then after that, it's kind of who do you want to pick. So it'd be cool to see who our dark horse and how they do.
Do we want to do like point totals if they get out of the group? That's like a point. If they win their next game, it's like 2 points.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it just like that. Yeah.
And we're going to rock, paper, scissors to see what the order is. Are we doing snake, or are we doing if I get a second pick, I get third, and you get fourth, and then you get fifth?
We'll snake it.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right.
I got a feeling you're going to pick a couple of teams.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to make a big mistake. And you're like, it's so stupid. That team doesn't even have a natural coach.
I'm gonna pull like a DW and be like, oh my God, you picked him. I got by far the best.
The worst pick of the draft. And I'll probably believe you. But yeah, I think that is. You're right. Wait, what did I do? I have no idea. So we'll have that. We'll have, obviously, we're going to have updates on the finals. We'll see where you are next week with the NBA and the NHL Finals, my friends.
The Knicks won Game 1.
Is it official?
It's official.
Oof.
Done by like 10.
Go. All right. You get a little nervous.
A little bit. I thought Game 1 was a must-lock for the Spurs.
Were they at home?
Yeah.
Did they go home? Oof. Stole one from home. It's okay. We're on opposite sides because Vegas stole one from Carolina. So we'll see if either... Hey, but Carolina, they also lost that first game against Montreal.
They did.
Guess what? Woke them up. Let's go Hurricanes.
I still say Ottawa challenge the Hurricanes.
God, you're going to die on that hill, man.
I got so much wrong in hockey. I want to at least keep
just give me this.
Give me this.
All right, well, go see The Invite. Go see Hungry Hippos. Go see Power Ballad. And then watch us next week.
Yeah. That's another episode of the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast. The two friends that have been arguing about sports for 20 years and still can't seem to agree on anything. Drop us a rating. Give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Instagram at Undraftedandoverconfident. And you can email us at undraftedandoverconfident@gmail.com. And same takes, different takes, same nonsense. See you next week, y'all.
Peace.